The minister, however, identified gaps in internally generated funds as a major challenge, calling for improved revenue mobilization to provide assemblies with the resources needed to undertake more development projects.
The only challenge I can say now has got to do with their internal generated fund, where I see some gaps. And so we are going to ensure that we give them the capacity that they need to ensure that they generate internally enough funds to support their developmental activities.
He also commended traditional and religious leaders for their engagement with local authorities, stressing the importance of their participation in local governance and community development.
I'm also happy today, especially in this assembly district, how Nananum and the various religious bodies, heads of religious institutions have participated. And if you listen to the comments that is coming from them, you can see that they understand the concept and they are ready to support the government to deliver. I have urged the DC to call them more often to ensure that they play their role. The renaming of local government ministry did not just come. His Excellency was very intentional about it. Local government, chieftaincy, and religious affairs is very important because we need Nananum as well as the heads of religious institutions to support the local governance, and that is why their role is very crucial. We are going to continue to engage them and ensure that at least they play their role so we have development.
From Asen South, Abigail Isel-Nkoma reports for Joy News.
Let's stay a bit longer in the central region. A shift in the demands of the modern world has intensified calls for more women and girls to be placed at the forefront of the STEM sector. At the third cohort of its annual Sheroes in STEM Boot Camp, Molex Foundation Africa is empowering young girls to lead, innovate and solve real-world problems with the Sheroes approach. Now, the founder of Molex Foundation Africa, Dr. Patrick Essien, urged the country and relevant stakeholders to make women a priority in STEM initiatives by creating more opportunities for girls to participate and excel in the sector.
For coming to this program was to know more about robotics and artificial intelligence. But when I came here, I've learned so many things.
Molex Foundation Africa has kickstarted the third cohort of its annual Sheroes in STEM Bootcamp, an initiative aimed at equipping young girls with the knowledge, skills and confidence to pursue careers in STEM. The coordinator for the project, Charlotte Owusu-Ansah, outlined the progress of the initiative and its impact on participants.
This time around, the girls used wood, soldering iron, nails and others to build a prototype of projects such as smart traffic lights, smart dustbins and others. And this cohort, it is also an upgrade of cohort 1 and cohort 2. But this time around, we've introduced them to 3D modeling. And I think that so far, the girls are really showing interest in what we are doing.
Founder of Molex Foundation Africa, Dr. Patrick Essien, stressed the importance of encouraging more girls to take up opportunities in STEM and position themselves at the forefront of the sector.
We believe that girls has been relegated to the background when it comes to STEM. A time has come for this country, Ghana, to focus on the minority as far as STEM is concerned. If you look at girls and the women in general, they take critical look of everything they do. They are the people who do not leave any stone unturned. They look at the details compared to men. But when you go to the STEM field, which is a very important field, you see few of them. I know this problem is not limited to Ghana. It's an international issue, but we have to think about ours and then use programs like Sheroes in STEM to build the capacity of women and then girls in STEM so that, sooner than later, Ghana will not be too dependent on foreigners for our STEM or technological issues, but we will do it ourselves.
IT executive and STEM mentor Mark Kweju-Agri also urged the participants to challenge the perception that STEM is a male-dominated field.
Well, to all the young ladies who are part of the Sheroes program, yes, and even if they are not here, my suggestion to them is not to stand back and think that STEM belongs to the boys. STEM belongs to everybody. everybody can play a role in STEM. Our young ladies are very intelligent. I believe that they need that encouragement, and I'm a strong believer in that. I will encourage the young ladies over the boys, because I deal with the boys on a regular basis, the disco boys on a regular basis, and I know what their potential is. But equally important is the fact these young ladies need to be encouraged to do what you guys are doing over here, because the future of Africa, I believe strongly, is going to depend on how our young ladies take this continent forward.
From Cape Coast, Abigail Isolin-Kroma reports for Joy News.
Let's turn our attention to health, because breast cancer advocates in Ghana are shifting their focus of their campaign from screening alone to what happens after a woman is found to have a suspicious breast lesion. Breast Care International says women in communities can face difficulties moving from screening to diagnosis and treatment. A new project with Japiego is seeking to create a clearer pathway for women who need further care. Mahmoud Mohamed Nuruddin has more in the following report.
For many women in Ghanaian communities, discovering a suspicious breast lump may be only the beginning. After screening, some may have to travel from their communities to hospitals for further tests and treatment. But Breast Care International says there is often a missing link, someone to make sure the woman continues through the process. Dr. Beatrice Wiafiada is the president of Breast Care International.
All the treatment centers are in the cities, so the woman in the community has to move from the community to the center. But who checks on that?
That question is driving a new project being implemented by Breast Care International with Japiago in selected communities in Ghana. The project has begun in the Ashanti region with education and screening activities designed to identify women who may have breast cancer and help them move through the health system. At Buanim Senior High Technical School, teachers and students were taught about breast cancer and how to carry out self-examination. But Dr. Wiafiadai says screening must be followed by action.
Sometimes when we go to a community, we find cases and no one seems to care about that patient, whether the patient continued to get the treatment she needs further.
Under the new project, women found to have suspicious lump will be referred to hospitals for further investigations, including mammographs. Dr. Wiafiadai says the goal is to establish a clear pathway.
So we hope that by the end of this Japigo project, we'll be able to have a clear path of navigation. So apart from educating the people, clinically examining them, we are also going to make sure that every woman we find in a community with a suspicious lesion is sent, directed to the hospital for further investigations.
The campaign also challenged some common perceptions about breast cancer. One of the teachers, Christiana Mafo Tewia, says she learned the importance of early detection.
Early detection can save one's life, so we have to check it frequently.
She says participants were shown how to examine their breast at home and were encouraged to seek medical attention when they notice anything unusual.
In our various homes, we can do the checks on ourselves by placing our hands on our breast, raising up our hand and check whether we have some lumps or bumps around it. We can go to the hospital for checkups.
Another teacher, Abigail Edujemfi, says one of the lessons that surprised her was the possibility of a family link to breast cancer. She says the program also challenged the belief that breast cancer only affects older women.
It has created the awareness for them to know that it's not only the elders and also the older people that can get, but the younger girls too can also get. And then also it's not only for ladies, male too can get the breast cancer.
Please, I learned something about breast cancer today. You know that breast cancer don't normally occur on women, but men are also part. And the women, we find any symptoms on our body. Then we should do self-examination to check if we have something occurring about our breast. so that we can find early treatment about it.
The project will move beyond Buanim. Dr. Wiafi says 30 communities under Mampom have been identified for visit, with Bekwai, Obuasi and Achuma also targeted. A report by Mohamed Nuruddin.
Away from health, let's do some politics. And the Upper West Regional Chairman of the NDC, Abdul Nasser Sani, popularly known as Bunas, says the party is targeting 12 years and beyond in power. Speaking at a regional youth retreat in Wa, he said the MPP's 8 years in office left the economy in crisis, and rebuilding it will require time, unity and commitment, particularly from the youth. He accused the NPP of creating non-existent issues to distract the NDC and Ghanaians, claiming the opposition fears a prolonged stay in opposition if the Mahama administration is given time to deliver. Joy News Upper West Regional Correspondent Rafiq Salam has more in the following report.
Sustaining the gains, empowering the youth, but in war, it was more than a team. It was a declaration of war for jobs, for equity, and for the soul of the NDC's Green Army. The NDC Upper West Regional Youth Wing and Tayin converged on the Grandview Hotel in Wa. Parliamentarians, regional executives, Tayin patrons, student leaders, all in one room. Chairing the retreat, Upper West Regional Chairman Abdul Nasser Sani, popularly known as Chairman Bunas, urged patience and discipline, calling on Tayin to research and defend the government reset agenda.
We are here to reset Ghana. Once you are resetting something, it will be difficult to just get it on a silver platter. You have to do a lot of things. 8 years in opposition, we all saw what NPP did to our economy. So bringing it back on track, it needs time, it needs thinking, it needs togetherness. So once such things is going on, others may feel that if we give them a leeway to go, when are we coming back to power? So they say they have to bring in something that's not there to divide the attention of NDC, to divide the attention of Ghanaians, so that they may be thinking of even considering them in the near future. But I can tell you, NDC, inshallah, we are going for 12 years in excess.
And the moment of the day, Upper West Regional Youth Organizer Basira Sankara, official through his hat in the ring for NDC National Youth Organizer, speaking with a 20-year record of grassroots service from Assembly member to DCE to Regional Youth Organizer. Basira Sankara said leadership must be about proof, not promises.
My record is one of service, one of organizing, one of grassroots leadership, and of unwavering commitment to the National Democratic Congress. Today, I stand before you with humility, courage, confidence, offering myself yet again to serve as your next National Youth Organizer.
Endorsing him, Upper West Regional Minister Charles Wonga Pozuin made a strong case for homegrown support. He says when the national cake is shared, Upper West must be at the table. He also warned aspirants to keep the campaign clean.
Allow criticisms. Political division is part of democracy. But just always ensure that you do not hurt people and subsequently seek reconciliation. It won't work. So let's gradually tread cautiously so that at the end of the day, we can still come together as one NDC, one Upper West region, and make sure that we maintain the gains we have.
But it was the Member of Parliament for the Fema Buri Isa, Dr. Sebastian Sandare, who hit the nerve of the youth. The Upper West Parliamentary Caucus leader posited that empowerment must move from slogans to real jobs. Quoting the Dagari proverb, Kadiyong Kiyong, which literally translates, when you eat alone, you die alone. He cautioned against monopolizing opportunities.
What do our elders say? Kadiyong Kiyong. So some cannot chop all and expect the youth to join you in sinking power now. Power means your belly must be full. And for your belly to full, you must be empowered with jobs and with skills to work and earn income. And as MPs, that is our focus.
And in a powerful solidarity message, you be staying patron. Professor Foster Agbanyo praised government economic gains and left delegates with a warning on internal democracy. The retreat ended with contributions from West Member of Parliament, Superintendent Retired Peter Lantere Tubu, and Deputy Regional Youth Organizer Joseph Musbau on a note of unity, but with a clear message: 2028 may be far, but in war, the race for the Green Army has already started. Reporting for Joy News, Rafik Salam.
Now, Nestle Ghana, producers of Maggi, joined the celebrations for the World Jollof Day with a special Jollof showdown at the University of Ghana campus in Accra. The event formed part of the brand's effort to celebrate Ghana's cuisine and deepen its connection with consumers. There is more in the following report.
University of Ghana campus came alive as food enthusiasts gathered to celebrate one of Ghana's favorite dishes, jollof. The event, organized by Maggi Ghana as part of the World Jollof Day celebrations, featured a jollof showdown designed to highlight the different ways the dish is prepared and enjoyed. It also provided an opportunity for the brand to engage customers while showcasing the role of Maggi in enriching the taste of meals. Here's Category Development Manager at Maggi Ghana, Margareta Amon.
In all the regions, irrespective of the meals they are cooking, you see either a fish base or a shrimp base or some bit of spices in there. And the dede, because it has all the three, combines everything together to make it special and tasty. So for Maggi, we as a brand with this very versatile seasoning, that is Maggi the Dede, we are happy to have the Dede, Maggi the Dede on board, where we are able to showcase Maggi the Dede to every consumer.
Category Manager at Maggi Ghana, Mark Otremensa, said the brand's focus extends beyond taste with an emphasis on meeting the nutritional needs of customers.
So the Maggi, the Dede Taste of Ghana is the first of its kind. This is the first time we are having this. And it's going to continue. So we are more or less the base efforts in this. We want to ensure that we are connecting to every Ghanaian, every home, and every region across the country.
Participants of the Jollof Showdown were rewarded with amazing prizes.
It's time for business on the AM News, but before that, let's bring you the latest in the currency market. That was our currency market update. Now, Goldfield says it will consider legal action to secure the renewal of its Takwa mining lease if necessary. Meanwhile, Executive Director of the Center for Extractive Development in Africa, Samuel Beko, is calling for stronger local capacity and a clear framework for foreign investment to prevent hostile takeovers in Ghana's mining sector.
Our mines, that's the history. And then during the Washington Consensus in the late 80s and 90s, we actually privatized these mines. If we want to go back, we have to have a clear strategy. If I'm an investor coming in now, as I've said, Winston, My first initial mining lease, if you make me aware that after the first initial mining lease, we would have trained a Ghanaian to manage a mine, and therefore after that, then I will know how I make my investment. And also transfer the technology to a Ghanaian. I don't think we have adequate experience right now. And when I say adequate experience, we have the adequate experience in terms of the mine managers, but setting up a company, specifically managing a mine, I think until recently, it was only Adamus that was purely Ghanaian owned. And now we have Damine, which is also Ghanaian owned. So if we can build those experiences and also help to build a company, we don't want a company that we build and then there is a lot of lack of efficiency as well. We want a company, a world-class company built. And now I think we also have Asante Gold, though not Ghanaian, but also floated shares as well. So we need to build that experiences. And then we'll be in a position to say that we have enough capacity, we have enough experiences, we have enough people with investment capacity to invest in the mines. I think that is what we should do. And if we want to start that, we should start now, not saying that we want to take over the mines, but build the capacity before we decide whether we are doing indigenization with them.
And that's it for the business update as well as the AM News. The AM News was sponsored by Palladium Residences. I am Nicholas Eko. Coming up next is sport. But before that, let's bring you the update in the commodities market. Good morning.
With a coach extraordinaire like myself, who needs Pep Guardiola? Somebody who's on retirement, who needs a Mourinho? Volta, do we need any of those people? Thank you. So you have me.
We believe we have the man, like MVP will say. We have the man. We're going to conquer.
We have the man.
They should watch out for us. Our team, we are well prepared. We are more ready, and we want to come and conquer the event. Bring the trophy back home to Best Education Services.
We are coming with fire. See, our football team is not here at the moment. They are currently in France.
We are leaving now to Bernabeu. Jose Mourinho wants to train with us for 5 days. He wants us to train with Mbappe's and the Vinicius Juniors and the Bellinghams.
They are training with who?
Zidane. We didn't come to play at all.
We are fully prepared. Our tactics are intact, backed by facts and data. In fact, military, police, we want you.
A combination of Mikel Arteta's strategy, combination of Pep Guardiola, you know, every strategy that matters, but we will not disclose it yet.
The thing is, you know Djokovic. Yes. He's the one training our men.
You expect the heat now.
The route to ultimate glory starts with a draw, and later today at 8:30 we'll bring you the draw of the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to AM Sports here. I am Musbau. Nabila outlined. The companies have been speaking, they have been preparing, and later today they will have an idea about the opponents they will be coming up against in this year's Joy Sports Invitational Tournament at the University of Ghana Stadium on August 29. Some are still preparing, and one of them is Premier Health Insurance. We visited them yesterday, and they've been talking about how they are ready to conquer at this year's Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. For 15 incredible years, Premier Health Insurance has been your bridge to Premier Health in this country. For 15 incredible years, they've been the source of your health care. And with the success they have been able to do over the years, they're coming to the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament once again, hoping that they will be there, they will be representing and indicating the kind of quality services they render to all of us across the country. We've been joined by Prince. Prince, the way your fingers are dancing, they're itching, right?
Very, very, very itching. Because we are not joking now. I mean, we are coming in full force. We are coming in full force. And 15 years is not easy. 15 years of taking care of people's health is not easy. Indeed, that bridge is still strong, linking affordable health care to all Ghanaians. And so we are sure to be there. We are sure to be there and to do our very best to win all the tournaments and to win all the trophies that are available.
Where are you camping this year?
This year, you know, we are going to be like Hull City, newly promoted. But we are coming to surprise the big goons, the big gurus. We are coming. We just like Manchester United, we'll give them 2-0. This time we are climbing higher. We are climbing higher. Don't worry. This time it has to be a secret place. We don't want to tell people so they come to spy on us. And so this time our training grounds are in secret. And so be ready for us. Be ready for us.
Please. Talk to me about Premier Health Insurance and why we should subscribe.
Thank you very much. I think that Premier Health Insurance is one of the best private health insurance companies you can actually find in Ghana. And we are not saying that because we just want to boast, but we are saying it because we have faith in what we do here. We always say that it is not just about getting business. If not, businesses are available, but it's about building relationship with our clients. And for us, healthcare is what would come to an individual without asking for permission. Once an individual finds themselves sick, Premier Health Insurance is just the bridge to affordable, knowing very well how expensive healthcare can be. Premier Health can be that bridge to affordable and the best accessible premier care that you can ever get. And I know that all the service providers would always say that Premier Health Insurance is giving them the best they can ever take care of. And I mean, our relationship, we always say, is not just about the business relations, but we build family relations with you. And so we have businesses that have been with us over 10 and even up to 15 years with us. And we know that in the market, they have several other health insurance companies that are running. But why would they build this relationship with us? Because we give them what is premium. We give them what is the best. We give them what is affordable. And we give them the best relationship they can ever get. And so that makes Premier the best in the market.
Who are we?
Premier Health Insurance, your bridge to Premier Healthcare.
Let's meet at the University of Ghana Stadium on Saturday, August 29. Thank you. Now I take you to Tema, Nabita Hospital, and they are also getting ready for their debut participation in the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament.
and they are determined to do their best at this year's event. According to them, they have engaged the services of Sir Alex Ferguson and Pep Guardiola to be behind the technical team.
You are indeed an institution that renders service to humanity. What an incredible energy here from Team Nabita Hospital ahead of the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament happening at the University of Ghana Stadium. The team has shown that, yes, they've got the energy and they are ready for the biggest corporate sporting event. Dr. Kharyne, please join me. Dr. Kharyne, please join me. Give her morale, give her morale, give her morale, give her morale, give her morale. Now you have the morale. How ready is the team for the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament?
We are more than ready to conquer the program.
Why have you been preparing the team?
We've been to
a secret hideout. We don't want anyone to know our tactics.
Come back, come to say.
We have on the team notable managers. We have brought Sir Alex Ferguson out of retirement. Pep Guardiola is his assistant. And tonight we have midnight training. We will not disclose our strategy, but to know that we are the defending Tema Corporate Games champions. Undefeated. Undefeated. No size. No size. No equals. So we are coming like a Kai. We want to let the other companies know that even though we are a hospital, they think that we can give only injection. But we will shock them. We will shock them. And we will clear all the trophies.
Dr. Kharyne, please let me talk to you. Talk to me about Nabita Hospital. What makes it a special hospital?
Nabita Hospital is a private medical institution. It's more like a general hospital, and we open our doors to everybody. Unlike numerous private facilities around, Nabita is a home to all, everybody, and we don't make any choices. Everybody, every patient, every human being is welcome and very special in Nabita. That's what makes us very unique here.
Who are we?
Nabita Hospital, service to humanity.
Who are we?
Nabita Hospital, service to humanity.
They will be at the stadium and they will render best of services to all of us. You are fully safe since Nabita is here. Thank you so much.
In Tema and take you to Tema Oil Refinery. They are coming to the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament with 60 years of experience in sporting activities.
as an institution for more than 6 decades. They've been the hub of fuel refinery in this country, petroleum refinery in this country. They're the core reason why we're able to commute from one end to the other in this country. Thank you. Tema Oil Refinery. And they are coming to the Joy Sports Invitational with more than 60 years of experience. How have you been preparing for this event?
Thank you very much. So this is Tema Oil Refinery. We are poised for this competition. We are really prepared. In fact, you know where we prepare? At the Committee 4 Park. Our MD has given us the time to train very hard. Yes. We are coming for this competition to win. Every company should watch out. Yeah. They should watch out for Tema Oil Refinery. No. Last year, we competed in a similar competition and we made a name for ourselves. Yes. In fact, you will see us.
I'm sure we are doing arm wrestling, and then we are doing the swimming and the penalty shootouts. Please wait for us. I don't want to talk. Wait for us. We'll represent live and colored.
It is not about the talking, it's about the representation.
Missy Yeba. Yeah, refine you crude. Yeah, Dani Nyoma. So come and do stuff there. Wait for us. Wait for us. You will see the shots that will represent that day. Knockouts. Papa B. Original ones. Wait for us.
One touch.
Charlie. Let me show you.
You have been leading the Jama.
Yes.
You compose the songs.
Yes.
That day, are you representing or you'll be singing?
That day, oh my God, you see everything. Yes. I will sing and represent. Yes. Me. Everything. Share. When you come to the floor, you get a lot of products out of them. The same. And me, I'm a lot of products in the same body.
No challenger. The MD will give the first kick, the penalty kick. The MD, unfortunately, you will meet him now because with the Brazil's poor performance, he has been chartered to go teach them a few things and how to kick the penalty right.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So pray that he'll be back by then. Okay.
Your team was telling me about how you've created an opportunity for them to prepare for the invitational tournament. What influenced that decision to say, come on, let me give you a window to go and prepare for this competition?
You know, for tour, like you know, we are the pride of Ghana and Africa as a whole. For now, we are camped in Barcelona. The likes of Rodri in our team, the strikers. I don't want to mention because I've heard some people mentioning Haaland and all of those places. The strikers we have, we don't want a situation where you get us a FIFA referee. Joy FM, make sure that you get us a neutral referee, not the kind of referee we saw. Because we are already an oil company or institution, we are oily. And anybody who tries to drag us or to even cut us or to attack us, we are slippery already like Messi. And so what I want you to know is that now we are camping. We don't want to mention our players and where they are camped because they are on diet. And you're going to see the best of Tema Oil Refinery, camp this tournament. And I want to assure you one thing, that we are not leaving that pitch without bringing the cup to Tema Oil Refinery. No way. It's not going to happen. Otherwise, the tournament will not come on. The goalkeeper, you will know that the best of the goalkeepers we had in the World Cup was Bozinha, that the Cape Verde goalkeeper, right? We have a better keeper than him as well. And so, believe in us, Tema Oil Refinery is coming. And to all who are bragging in their offices, know that Tema Oil Refinery was born in 1961. We are older than most of you. And we are going to make sure that on that D-Day, whether the FIFA president Infantino or yourself, Joy FM, we want to even play the finals with you.
Yes.
So that we can see Musbau, your game.
Yes.
But then we want to thank you so much. We are poised for action. We'll be bringing some crude there.
Yes.
And so anybody who is thirsty and you want a bit of our crude, we'll be able to supply you. But be prepared, because we are ready with our coach. Mourinho has come to our camp trying to see some of our strategy. And the rest of the team.
The draw will be happening at 8:30 a.m. on this platform, as well as on Joy Prime, on the Super Morning Show on Joy FM, as well as on Daybreak Hits on His FM 103.9 FM. So you stick and stay with us to know where each team will be paired for this year's Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. The event is happening on Saturday, August 29 at the University of Ghana Stadium. For the Democracy Cup, it's happening on Friday. The trophy tour was at the Ghana Police Service and the NCCE. And also in our subsequent bulletins, we will continue to bring you the story about how the horse racing course has been destroyed by some persons, and the horse racing club are calling on President Mahama to intervene because they had been moved from their previous location in 2006 to Boteman, and that place too has been destroyed. My colleague Razak Musbau engaged them, and will bring you the story in our subsequent bulletins. The newspaper review, however, is coming your way up next.
Hello, my name is Pamela from Customer Service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,000 247.
Hey, Abili, wabadim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
Through every stage of life, some things simply stay with us. The spirit of never giving up. A throwback to a bygone era when love was service. The silent statement of love. A thoughtful gesture that deepens bonds, balancing work and life. Every drop refreshes, every sip hydrates, just as it should. I am awake, one for life. Drink water, drink awake. Supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert
It's admission time for the 2026-27 academic year, and St. Andrew's Group of Schools is calling on all GHS graduates and those who want to rewrite the CE exam. For Over the years, St. Andrew's Group of Schools has been the #1 best private school in Ghana with excellent teaching staff and ultra-modern facilities that provide students with perfect environments for studies. Wherever you are, there's a campus waiting for you. Choose your preferred school from the list and start your journey to success today. We are also open for SHS students who wish to change their schools. Here at St. Andrew's Group of Schools, students never fail. St. Andrew's Group of Schools has been absorbed into the free SHS program, offering quality education with free tuition. At St. Andrew's Group of Schools, we say perseverance leads to success.
This August, the Super Morning Show is done pretending. Sustainability isn't just tree planting, it's whether the systems we depend on actually last. Lights that stay on, water that reaches the bucket, food that nourishes people instead of rotting away, roads that take us home instead of taking our lives. When things keep failing, that's a sustainability crisis. So this month, we're asking why. Why land guards still run our neighborhoods? Why food rots in bins while our neighbors sleep hungry? Why the road that killed your cousin still has no signage? Why half the water you pay for never reaches your bucket? Uncomfortable? Good. That's the point. Stay tuned to the Super Morning Show throughout August for Joy Sustainability Month. Sponsored by MTN and Momo.
Hey buddy, it's me Razak.
Yeah, me now they see. Hey, you look fresh.
Wait till you see what's inside me.
Razak, freshly made inside and out for greater coverage and colors that last longer and beautify your walls, spaces and places. Razak, no size. Go ahead, buy now. Razak, #1 from Razak Group since 1921.
So this strategy will lead. Oh no, not again.
Say, relax. The generator will come on now.
The generator is not working.
Why stress yourself when the experts are just one tap away? Introducing Left Power, the smart emergency support app from Left Signature Limited. With Left Power, certified engineers respond fast, anytime, anywhere. No delays, no stories.
Hello, sir. This is Left Signature Limited. The request has been received and our engineers are already on their way. Please relax. We've got you covered.
This is professional. Every Left expert is certified, verified, and can be tracked in real time. Oh, you'll know they're coming before they even arrive. From electrical engineering and solar power systems to data center management, cloud services, smart automation, and software development, Left Signature delivers excellence, fast, reliable, and professional. Left Power.
Your solution is just one tap away.
Available on Play Store and App Store.
Hi, now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park.
Welcome to Safari Valley Eco Park.
Our electric shuttle pulled up and in no time our tour began. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the Eco Park. We were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through orientation and how to better enjoy the experience. Watch these animals roam freely in their natural habitat undisturbed by our presence. We saw zebras, sable antelope, brown cranes, mara, silky chicken, nyalas, Shetland ponies, and so many animals I just couldn't keep up. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Then we took a break to have lunch in this serene environment. All this amazing experience for this price for adults? This price for teenagers. It's a bargain. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before dinner by the campfire. It's been a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait till my next visit.
Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
Hello, my name is Pamela from customer service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,000 247.
Hey, Abili, wabadim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account. 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
Now, my guy, how come your things know the break? How do they manage your house?
Simple. Ayuda. It's an app. You just click and they send you trusted artisans and professionals for all your emergency fixes at home and in an office.
Boss, everything is working now.
Oh, okay.
You just saw one of their guys. I mean, not the one that will do I'll come tomorrow and come next week. Me, I just the chill where Ayuda they sort me.
Good morning, sir. I get your request. I still see your AC, they do skrepa. The blender, they cry. And the fan there, they sleep. That's why I came here to bring peace into your house, eh?
Through every stage of life, some things simply stay with us. The spirit of never giving up. A throwback to a bygone era when love was service. The silent statement of love. A thoughtful gesture that deepens bonds, balancing work and life. Every drop refreshes, every sip hydrates, just as it should. I am awake, one for life. Drink water, drink awake. Supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is
presenting the ultimate bragging rights in Vanderbilt School.
It's that time of the year on the academic calendar.
The National Science and Maths Quiz is back and bigger than ever. The nation's brightest minds, the sharpest reflexes, and the question that changes everything. For the first time, over 170 schools enter the arena. More schools, more rivalries. Only one school will lift the trophy and claim the bragging rights of Ghana's champion of science and maths. Who has what it takes? Catch the contest on Joy News, Joy Prime, Joy FM, and across all our digital platforms. Date 20th August to 10th September 2026. The 2026 National Science and Maths Quiz.
Residences in Achimota isn't just an address, it's the home you truly earned. Secure your place with just a 10% deposit and choose from beautifully designed modern apartments or spacious townhouses built for everyday comfort. This is more than a building. It's a vibrant, curated community with a clubhouse, state-of-the-art gym, and an on-site hotel. All at ABC Junction, minutes from Achimota Mall. Enjoy city energy while retreating to your private sanctuary. Call now to reserve your unit and benefit from limited launch incentives, including priority unit selection, executive pricing, and flexible payment options available. Don't miss the chance to pick the best homes. Book your private site visit today. Call 050-9823-424. Palladium Residences. Live smart, invest better.
Eko bechon ake ofe no kosroto be kume ejion shiya washinehe. Nokwe moje no koni fi oho ehi onhye he koni yodin bemi ni mokokwe
suban papa jio shishi kejio mino kebohuno yeshiamli.
Good conduct, great life is brought to you by
Indomie.
Tastes great.
More Kivo inside. Kivo Gari Soaking Mix. A taste of Ghana.
reunite this party. A lot of people have become disaffected, and I'm telling them, look at me, and accept that our party needs to reunite. It is division that has brought us to where we are today. Polling stations and constituencies are not just there for us to go at election time. We must strengthen them from now, going forward. Once we do that, we are assured of winning power. My chances of winning is that I didn't enter this race to lose. If I thought I was going to lose, I wouldn't enter. But everything is in the hands of our delegates. They are the most important people in this party. And that's why I said we must make sure that they are the ones we strengthen from the word go. Once they make me chairman, they will see the results. The result will be the strengthening of our party. And you don't strengthen the party from the top here. You strengthen it from polling station and constituency. That's my message. That is my record. That is what I've done in the past. I thank you all very much.
Hi there, welcome back. We're still tuned in to AM Show. My name is Razak Musbau, and it's a real pleasure to be here. And you just saw Paul Afoko there file his nomination, and of course, quite a crowd he gathered there as he looks to become the national chairman of the new patriotic party. He's looking to return to the office he once occupied. Now, the news review is sponsored by Syntex Pipes, and also by Pegasus Publishing and Awake Purified Drinking Water. And we've got some of it here on our desk. All right, well, Noella is also joining me and looking adorable. Well, good to have you. How are you?
I'm well. How are you? Good to have you too.
Good. I'm
You're looking really suave. Loving the get-up.
You're good too. You're good.
Same as your panelists.
Yes.
All looking very good. And I see that Mr. Awal is keeping to the Fugu Wednesday, or maybe not.
Yes. So we'll be joined by Dr. Kwame Asante. He's a political scientist at the University of Ghana Stadium and at the University of Ghana, beg your pardon, I said stadium because the Joy Sports Invitational is happening on Saturday at the University of Ghana Stadium, and we've been talking about it relentlessly. The draw is happening later today. We'll be live on Joy News, so you stay tuned. Well, also been joined by Awar Mohammed. He's a member of the MPP Communications Directorate, and he's also looking to contest the Nasara coordinator of the MPP. He filed his nomination yesterday. Awar, good to have you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yeah, good to have you.
Nasara organizer.
Nasara organizer.
Yes.
Wonderful. We also have Wanda Madilo. He's a development analyst and a member of the NDC communications team. Wanda, good to have you.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a long time coming. And, very good.
Very good to have you. Yeah. Very good to have you. And also in studio is Kwame Nkrumah Boto. He's a legal practitioner, and he's there to also help us with his thoughts. Kwame, good to have you.
Good morning to you and your cherished listeners.
Wonderful. Well, let's check out the weather, and we'll come back. We'll take a look at what's making the headlines in the various newspapers. Yeah, so that's how the weather is going to look like today. Well, let's get back to Noella now. Noella, what's happening in the various newspapers today?
A lot of stories trending on newspapers this morning. I want to start with Daily Guide. It says Isua backs Boachi Ejiako for NPP national chairman. That story is on page 6 of the Daily Guide, and you have Paula Foko, former national chairman of the NPP, saying, let's give Bawumia a united party to win 2028 election. Well, he says he's looking to, take those kind of lessons and experience he's garnered in the past to forge the party forward toward victory 2028. That's if he gets the nod as national chairman again. And also Zenato Rawlings, Ayarega face MP's grilling. Well, that's happening tomorrow. In fact, yesterday she was supposed to be vetted, but it was rescheduled to Thursday. So yeah, it's something that I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to. Find that story on page 3. Also, 22 billion Ghana cedis gold sale losses. NPP backs minority for inquiry. See that story on page 6 of the Daily Guide. And AG Ghana executives call on Mahama. That story is on page 3 as well. And then we go to the publisher, or should I say the Ghanaian publisher, that says Ejiako files for NPP chair. It's on page 3 of that newspaper. And also 22 billion Ghana city DGPP losses. Backbin OK's minority gold board showdown. I'm sure you know.
Yeah, we're very much looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Parliament is going to look.
I mean, the minority, they were asking for a bipartisan ad hoc committee to be, formed to look into or probe into the losses. They say it's a loss. The majority says it's operational cost. I guess we'll have to see.
The curiosity is the form in which Parliament is going to look into this. Whether it's going to be given to the Mines Committee, or, like you said, Speaker is going to go ahead with the request by. In
fact, and you also know that the majority now, they are arguing that apparently the committee is, that's already bipartisan. So there's no need for us to form another ad hoc committee as well. Mustafa Hamid dismisses Islamization fears. Find that story on page 2 of the publisher. And also the Insight has an interesting story. Your online activities are being monitored. That's coming from the National Security Coordinator as he warns new vigilante groups. We understand that despite, that famous Act 999, that's the Vigilante and, Related Offences Act, prohibiting vigilantism and its related, activities, some mobilizations are taking different forms unknown to us. And so they have, noticed that.
We're going to get into it in our
discussion. Yeah, definitely. You're going to do that with your panelists.
Especially as the elections draw nigh, 2028 elections, and even with the internal elections happening in the NPP and NDC, we are seeing some bit of, tension and all of that. Even the constituency elections that were organized at Bantama, we saw some pockets of violence here and there. So,
and I guess it also begs the question whether or not we should take a relook at that Act 999. Because if, these mobilization groups find they need to rebrand themselves, does it mean the outstanding act is not sufficient enough to really
it's a very interesting area, because if a group that was known to be a security group of a political party now rebrands as a volunteering group.
Yeah, does the act apply to them?
Well, what do you do? And volunteerism is allowed under the law. So I think it's just you look at the actions, you look at what the people do, and if the activities breach the law, then you enforce them and make sure that the law takes its course.
Absolutely. We are solidly behind you. Christian Council rally support for Ghana Medical Trust Fund. That story is on page 8 of the Insight. Ni Ayijaku Taki pledges to unite Dome Kwabenya NDC for 2028 victory. That story is on page 3. We know, or we've been hearing or seeing, perhaps Adjoa Safo may, want to go back to claim her seat. Well, I guess we'll have to see. Ghana's democratic gains must not be lost to vigilantism, and that's coming from Deborah. I'll find the story on page 5. Putin's newest submarine designed to carry Poseidon doomsday weapon launches for the first time. That's definitely something that I would, love to read more about. It's on page 2 of the Insight. Why Iran has been driven towards the nuclear threshold. That story is on page 9 as well.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the Custodian. It says no cash for Ghana's licensed gold buyers. That's according to the Reuters. And Afoko files for NPP chairmanship pledges to reunite the party for victory 2028. Enough is enough. Osahen drags Sami Jemfi and others to court for character assassination. Read that story on page 3. Zoom Lion disinfect MMDAs in central Ashanti regions. That story is on page 5 and 10 of the Custodian. And also NPP demands account of 1.7 billion gold board BOG losses. That story is repeating itself in the Custodian, I should say. Let's move on to Investor News Guide and capital inflows and macro stability. Ghana attract $2.61 billion FDI as inflation cools to 4.6%. If you're really interested in numbers, that's an interesting one to take a look at. Find that story on page 11 of the Investors News Guide. Also, local content policies being exploited, fueling slave labor in Ghana's mines. Unfortunately, they do not state where you can find that story, but definitely it would be in the newspaper. You should check it out. No interest, no conspiracy. Ghana's flirtation with non-interest banking is not a Trojan horse for Sharia law. Find that story. In the newspaper. We have Dr. Julius Debra also spearheading new public services modernization and heritage initiative. That should be interesting. Also, Ghana.
And it's interesting, just a bit on the Julius Debra. I'm not sure if you heard him, because when he was graduated, with his PhD, there was a lot of talk about why he was going into that space. But interestingly, there was a conference where he opened up about his history in that very space. Apparently, he started off as a tour guide, and he even did his master's in heritage and museums. And after doing his master's in that very field, then decided to do a PhD. So it's an area that he's
going back to his first love, I guess.
He's very interested in.
You could say that.
It was just not a lot of people saw him. Maybe they didn't know that part of him. So when they heard that he has had a PhD in museums and heritage, like, I mean,
people never get to see our humble beginnings.
Never get to see that.
Ghana opens $400 million non-interest banking market as BOG cement regulatory controls. Again, find the story in the Investor News Guide, and that's just about it. I'd leave Musbau and his able panelists to get through.
Noella, there's something that I've just come across also from the acting commissioner for the rent, the rent,
Mr. Frederick Opoku.
Exactly, the rent control. And he revealed that landlords can evict tenants over multiple sexual partners visiting property. That's an interesting law, isn't it? I find it to be very interesting.
It is. Yesterday, I tried reaching out to him to get more clarity on that, because we got some reactions from the public on the story, and none of them were having it, including a landlord himself. He says, look, people are adults, and once they come to pay for your property, unless, of course, you suspect them of some wrongdoings, you cannot stop them from bringing multiple partners. How do you even get to know?
It's interesting if there's a law that backs, landlords to actually go ahead and do that. You can imagine.
No, but the question is, how do you tell if the person visiting me is a boyfriend or a girlfriend? You don't get to make that assumption, do you?
So the point is, how will you know that they have multiple sexual partners?
Exactly. It means you must be looking.
The fact that different women keep visiting the person.
And why are we saying women? Why are we not saying men?
So it could be any other side,
Any other side.
These days things are a bit murky, because someone can be having multiple men visiting, and it could be something else.
Yeah, it would be definitely. Okay, I don't want to get into that conversation, but it could
be something else.
Well, thank you. I'd be watching.
Yeah. Anyway, Noella, good to have you. Thank you very much, Noella. And so that's it there. But let's get into the conversation now. And we want to start with one of the very topical issues that came up yesterday, and it was from the National Security, who informed us that, in fact, there are some early recruitments into violent groups taking place ahead of the 2028 polls. That is very interesting. And he made that revelation at National Policy Dialogue that was organized as part of discussions surrounding vigilantism, and particularly the Vigilantism and Related Offences Act, to try and assess it since it was passed some 7 years ago. And just to read excerpt of what he said, according to him, he said that at the moment they are seeing that individuals are being recruited online into vigilante groups ahead of the 2028 election. And what is even striking also is the fact that some of these vigilante groups that we used to know, the Delta Force, Azoka Boys, and the others, have actually rebranded. They have rebranded. And I think that is a very concerning issue for a country, considering the history, the very history we've had when it comes to vigilantism. So the question is why this is still taking place, why the law is not being enforced, so that we can nip this in the bud, why we cannot continue to have clean political campaign devoid of violence, and what can we do at this very point before election 2028 so that we can contain this and it doesn't get out of hand. Now, let me start with Dr. Kwame Asante, is a political scientist at the University of Ghana. Doc, good morning. Good to have you.
Good morning.
I hope you're well, Doc. I hope you're doing well today.
I'm very well. I'm very well.
Yeah, wonderful. I mean, this very revelation from the National Security is very worrying, isn't it? And I mean, why is this persistent in the first place?
It is worrying, but I am not surprised. Why am I saying that? If you look at the political terrain over the years, the political actors, i.e. the political parties and other people within that space, always cash in on these people, take advantage, and then it help them to champion their political cause. That's it. Because why on earth will you or will this country continue to have a law that prescribe activities of our vigilantes, and yet we are still having them regrouping and all that? One, anytime that we go for elections, issues come up relative to violence and all that. We get worried, but soon after elections, we go to sleep. It is one of the things that I have observed within the political space that is causing us a lot. The second issue, remember, these violence started off when we started getting people snatching ballot boxes, and the security people were running after them. They graduated this process to, putting macho men around. They will tell you they want to protect their ballot and all that because elections are won or lost at polling stations and all that.
Yeah.
Then we graduated it into vigilantes to the extent that at a point in time, Akufo-Addo was worried that he went to Parliament with a bill to prescribe the activities. Yeah. Then we saw what happened when some of them pounced on judges in court and all that. What were the punishment for those people? Was it deterrent enough to ward them off the space? No. We started even seeing shooting at, polling stations and all that, where lives were lost. And up to date, I have not heard a thing about how those people, their families have got justice. I don't know about that. So all these things have put us into this tight corner that anytime we are going for election, you check it, the political temperature is so high because we virtually sit on tenterhooks. It shouldn't be. Election is a contest of ideas. and then show off your work that you have done. So if you don't have any of these two variables I've said, you don't venture into. We don't go there with brute force, machoism, and the rest of them. What have given these people the courage to misbehave in this space is the political actors. And because they work for their interests, anytime they win power, they are not able to deal with them. And they grow and then become all manner of nuisance to our society. It is worrying because this democracy, take it or leave it, we have struggled to bring it this far. A lot of sacrifices have made. So if you have election that degenerate into violence and the rest of them, then I don't know where we are heading towards. One way that we can deal with this is that political actors would take their hands off the police. Police, I can assure you, once there are no strings worrying them, they will be able to bring those people to book. And when they do, they need the state, those who control the prosecution and all that, must get the courage to put them before court for us to see the end of the day.
Yeah, but Doc, by the political actors taking their hands off the police, in what form would that take? Is it a case of maybe taking the powers of the president to appoint the leader of the police service, or in what other forms can we get the political actors to take their hands off the security service?
Yes, one of it is what you have said, that we need a neutral body to appoint the head of police service. That is one surest way. This has been said time and again. All right. The second issue is that if we want to continue to maintain this arrangement, then we must allow the police to do their work. Yes, because more often than not, when you go into what exists in the police stations and all that, the police will do their work. But the political will on the part of the political actors to trigger the process for it to end at the court is what is missing. What is missing. And that is a function of what we are experiencing. You see, countries that have gone through difficult times, this is how process starts. And we are lucky that our police service, in spite of the difficulties, they continue to maintain peace. They continue to work for the interests of this country. Otherwise, the story would have been different. I commend the police that their work is so difficult because the political actors make it so. And for me, if we as a society, we want to strengthen the frontiers of our democracy, one surest way is to ensure that election violence should not be recorded anywhere in Ghana. Because when we talk about free and fair election, there are so many variables. But one of the critical indices of free and fair election is election security. When we don't take it seriously, I'm afraid we are going to have our fingers bent. But I'll always stand for the police. They do their work. But the political actors, where are they?
Interesting, Doc. Stay with me. Let me come to you now a while. I'm just scanning through the online platforms, and I just saw that apparently in July 7, in the Upper East region, there was a security group that was outdoored by your party there, known as the Lions of MPP, and they say they have been outdoored to support the party's organizational activities and enhance security during political engagement. And the leader of the group is Adure Anthony, and he said the formation of the Lions of MPP was motivated by a commitment to the growth and success of the party rather than personal interest. And he goes on and on and on. The question is, why won't you trust the police to offer you security, and you have to raise some other groups to offer you security?
Thank you so much. Good morning to our cherished listeners and viewers, and thank you so much for the opportunity. I think before I go there, let me just address something that Dr. Asasante has said, and I think this has been on the lips of everyone, including the NDC. So I was surprised Dr. Asasante also has said the same, that we saw some vigilante group pounce on judges and so on. They never pounce on judges. I'm sure he's referring to the Delta Force. They went to a court unlawfully freed their colleague who was standing trial. They were arrested. After the arrest, they were sent to the Asokwa court, and the charge was a misdemeanor. So they were convicted, and they were convicted to a fine. So they never pounced on any judge in this country. They only entered the court.
Yeah, but we can disagree with the pouncing, but the activity in itself is condemnable. And I'm sure he was stressing on the activity.
That's the reason the government then arrested them, sent them to court. They were convicted, and they paid a fine because it was really a misdemeanor. So back to this. You see, I think I do not know how the lawmakers tried to really define what vigilante is. To be very honest, when you gave me the topic, I went and read the law. And when you read it, they said a group of people coming together using violence to advance a cause, right? But if you look at what we have, especially the lions that you're talking about, we have internal security. We have party internal security. If really you call Delta Force, Azoka Boys, and others as vigilante groups, then that is also a different thing. But we have party security, and almost all the political parties have them. But the naming of really people, groups, started with the NDC. The Azoka Boys is the first to start in the Fourth Republic. And they use violence and so on. And NPP had traditionally been really a calm political party who believe in ideas, we don't believe in these things and so on. But at a point in time, we have to also act in retaliation by forming the groups. Because Azoka Boys tried to terrorize people, especially during elections and so on. So it was the reason in 2012 when Mukhtar Bamba contested as national organizer, introduced the Bamba Boys. And that was the first time we introduced a group with a name like that, Bamba Boys, just as a counter to what Azoka Boys had been doing. Then there was a formation of some other groups. So even within the NDC, apart from the Azoka Boys, they have the Eagle guys and so on. And they even have task force. When you go to Ashanti, they are there. They are called task force, but they're not very popular, at least outside. So yes, there is a law. At a point in time, we had to pass that law to disband these groups because the identification is that if you have a group called Delta Force, Azoka Boys, Bolga Bulldogs, and so on, they constitute vigilante. So the law was passed. And we had to even disband our internal security. Now, what did we see in 2024? In 2024, the NDC had Eagle guys and the Green Army. And they used violence. They tried to even snatch 12 seats from us. 12 seats. Obuasi East, Sawama Dojiri, Stema Central. These are seats that they used violence. They went to Fantia Konof and bent the EC office. After recount, we won all the seats. So is the reason if you even see our people campaigning, they are telling us that we will have to at least sustain our internal security. We are not forming any vigilante group. We want to sustain our internal security so that at least they will also be able to protect us. In 2024, we left everything to the police. Yes. We left everything to the police. But unfortunately, they couldn't restrain the Green Army. You saw Malik Basintale, you saw my own brother Osman Ayarga, and others leading them on motorbikes, threatening that they will beat people, they will kill people, and so on. So that is the reason, if really you've seen the Bolga, the group in Bolga, they have defined what they are coming to do. They said, to sustain and maintain our internal security so that they will be able to protect our ballot box.
But you've seen the excesses that come with some of these things. The fact that a group has been organized to as you say, maintain internal security. We've seen the excesses. And in fact, when the Interior Minister held a press conference just a few days ago, was talking about the casualties that have been recorded in recent elections. We're talking about 15 people and 15 people who lost their lives, 40 people who were injured in both the 2020 and 2024 elections. Even if you don't want to go very far, you look at that Ablekuma rerun and you see what happened even to some of your political leadership. Clearly, we can agree that we must not have any room at all for these kind of elements in our political space. Is that not something you will agree
with? I'm happy that you have even mentioned it. He is in government today. He can really nip this in the bud. Because those who perpetrated this at Ayawasu, Ablekuma North, are NDC people. They assaulted our people. They assaulted our Kumsin, the former minister, our deputy national organizer, Lloyd. They assaulted them. So they are organizing them. They have organized them already. They are organizing them towards elections. And because we held this demonstration and they saw Nage combatants, they saw the Blue Army and so on, and they think that, well, we are also preparing. We have to prepare and sustain our internal security. That is not negotiable. Because
as a party, you will not reject any group that is mobilizing people to unleash violence in the 2020 election?
We don't have a history of unleashing violence to our opponents. If you check Delta Force, visible forces and so on, you tell me an instance where you see Delta Force unleashing violence against their opponents. There was none. We act in retaliation.
But
we only act in retaliation.
But isn't that, again, illegal in its sense? The law does not give you the room to act in retaliation and go on to unleash violence. So whether you're acting in retaliation
when you don't have
defense, you're unleashing violence.
When you don't have the police, the police that is supposed to maintain law and order, were standing there, over 200 of them, but a few 50 people came and head-butted our Kumsin.
So you
in the full glare of the police.
So you take the law into your own hands.
Not that, but you see, self-defense is very important. Self-defense is very important. Okay. If the police is standing there and people are being beaten and they were only looking on, and you think that as a political party we should sit down like that. So I'm saying that we will encourage our people, our organizers, to make sure that we maintain our internal security. That is not negotiable, because what we have seen in 2024 and subsequently at Ablekuma North is telling us that we have to start preparing to also have our internal security intact. Let me just give you an instance. Let me give you an instance. I was a part of those who organized that demonstration. I was part of those. I was with Nana B and Salam Mustafa and one other person when we went to negotiate with the police for the routes. Even the regional police commander here in Accra told us that let your security assist us so that they will be able to really have an orderly thing. Because he's aware that we have internal security, who our people may even listen to and so on. So it is true that we have internal security, but formalizing them to make them a group with a name, it was done by the NDC, and we had to also try and emulate it.
Because we know that this vigilantism and other related offense acts, it stemmed out of what happened in Ayawasu West Wogo.
That is true.
We know it stemmed out of that. So we have a history.
It was the reason we disbanded all our groups, but in 2024, you saw what happened.
I'll come back to you. Let me come to Kwame now. Kwame, I mean, you listen to the MPP, and what the national security has picked up is real credence, and we should be worried because, like he's saying, they say they are going to protect themselves. And if that is the posturing against a party that is also in government who also say we are going to defend ourselves, we have to be careful as a country, shouldn't we?
Razak, we have to be very careful. This is a very serious issue. And like an onion, it has so many layers. And at the same time, too, as serious as it is, it's funny. Because this same Act 999 is being used successfully to prosecute land guards. You understand?
Yeah.
I know of so many cases where land guards have been convicted. Some of them I'm even involved in some of those cases as counsel. But when it comes to the vigilantism aspect, we have a problem there. And unfortunately, I would lay this problem right at the doorstep, not at the political parties, because the political party I belong to, the CPP. We don't have a internal security group. As far as I know, it's the NPP and the NDC. The other political groups, I don't think they have. But I'll lay the blame right at the doorstep of the police. I say this with a lot of sadness because I work closely with the police as counsel. And a lot of the time, I would rather want to look at what the authorities at the top are doing. I was at the briefings leading up to the elections where the various political parties were briefed as to the arrangements. And I think the arrangements that were made for the elections were very good to minimize violence. You cannot, it's very difficult to prevent violence totally, but you can have, the ideal situation is not to have it.
Do you think that the hands of the police appears to be, you know, I feel that their hands are tied in some way.
Some would say.
Because they don't have the level of independence to be able to do what they want to do.
Exactly. Some would say that because of the way the police are appointed, they may be beholden to the party in power. But that is not an excuse.
But even the prosecution of the individuals who might be arrested, say political individuals, in the case, for instance, there is an election-related violence and some individuals who are known to be maybe supporters or sympathizers of, say, the government in power, eventually is the Attorney General office who's going to prosecute them.
Yes.
And you know it's going to be very difficult for the government to prosecute its own people.
Yes, but nothing stops the police from arresting these people. Even the footage you've shown this morning. We could see, some would say the police were standing around, but it was strategic. Because sometimes when the police get involved and it escalates, it could lead to loss of life. So it's a very delicate balance. However, after the act, when the dust has settled, nothing stops the police from arresting these individuals captured in these videos and having them prosecuted. You understand? I know that the Attorney General is a final prosecutorial power, but I haven't heard of the police coming out to say this person has been arrested, that person has been arrested, has been sent to this court in order to be prosecuted.
I mean, in the case of the Ablikmanot rerun and the violence that ensued, the police did issue a statement that the individuals were arrested. Of course, there were questions as to why their pictures were not taken and bled, and they were taken to court, and we hear that eventually they were given some fines, etc. So in terms of the violence that happened there, we know that it went to the very end of the matter. They were apparently
but why were they fined? Because
they were taken to court.
They were taken to court. But the Act 999, the minimum sentence for vigilante activities is 10 years. It's 10 years. It's not a fine. It's not a fine. You understand me? I of course, the Attorney General is a final prosecutorial power. You understand me? However, it's a minimum of 10 years. And whichever politician engaged these people, also minimum of 10 years. And after you have served your sentence, you are also banned from holding any political office for an additional 10 years. I think we need to have some examples set. The same passion with which we are pursuing oral, we should pursue these things. And there are videos post-2019 to show many instances of these activities. And crime does not expire. In Ghana, a criminal charge does not expire. I would hope to see some action. Our Attorney General's department, they are up and doing. Every day they are in court.
You think the police should start rounding people up?
Exactly.
Individuals who are mobilizing people.
Exactly.
The signals that they've picked up, they should start going to those places, rounding up, interrogating them and getting answers. And
exactly. That is. I've seen a timetable proposed by the National Security for engaging the youth ahead of the 2028 election. But until we see some prosecutions, this will not lead anywhere because they know they're going to get a fine. I know one young man some years ago, this Vigilante Act.
Yeah.
There was this thing about young men being taken to Osu Castle to be. The videos were all around. This I think this was during the MPP. And this young man, a security man, I advised him, why are you going there? He said, oh, they offer us good incentives. I'm like, is it worth your life to be engaging in such activities? And of course, I asked him, do you know the risk? He said, oh, yes. When we go to court, I mean, we'll be fined or cautioned. No. If we have this, if this is implemented with as much zeal as the implementation is done against the land guards, we will not see vigilante activities in 2028. And of course, both the MPP and NDC have admitted, and it's clear for all to see, that they do have vigilante groups. And the act itself, the definition of a vigilante is very simple. They say where 2 or 3 are gathered in the name of pursuing their agenda or an agenda on behalf of somebody using violence. Then it's a vigilante group. However, Awa made a good point about sometimes it ends up being to protect the ballot box. Because if the police who have been engaged do not assist you to protect the ballot box, after the act has been done, it's very difficult to have whichever result overturned. As is always said, the election is won at the polling station and not anywhere else. So as I said at the beginning, I mean, as much as I say it to the heavy heart, I think the police should put their foot down and not look at where my promotion is coming from or who appointed him. Of course, we are hoping that the CRC's recommendation of having the appointment powers taken from the executive and given to a neutral body will be taken seriously. It's the best solution. But in the interim, the police needs to be independent.
Let me come to you, Wanda, now. Your government is the one, picking the signals, and they appear worried about the development so far. But there are also questions about your party and the posturing of your party also going into the elections, and also what some members of your party have engaged in with reference to the Ablekuma not rerun, and whether you have been able to purge your party of such individuals.
I would tread very cautious. Why? Because this whole debate about vigilantism, I thought we had gone past it. But it looks like it's always in the DNA of the MPP, whether in government or out of government, to want to incite violence. And we've seen, I can tell you, a litany of issues. You see, the whole business about Razak boys at the time was not even about beating opponents. It was more an internal matter until what he said, retaliation and all that came up.
Internal matter as in what?
It was more of an internal organization. Simple. Razak represented at the time for us the Muslim caucus. And that's how come we went as far as going to do what we now have called the Zongo caucus.
That's not correct.
It wasn't the business of Razak boys to
That's not correct.
Okay. They provided private security for our programs when we had conferences, congress, we had what do you call it? Campaigns, we had what's the name? When we do rallies.
Yeah.
That was what they did at the time. Managing crowd and all that.
But on the face of
I do agree. No, I do agree that some bit of violence was, occasioned at a certain point in time. That I agree. But you see, in 2018, December, the also West Ogun constituency lost their parliamentarian, Boache Jaku, at the time. Then we had elections on the 31st of January, 2019. At the time, when we were talking about this violence thing, nobody believed us. In March, Manasseh did the story of the grouping in the former Flagstaff, or what do you call it, Castle, that was engaged in so-called security detailing, and they were planning on how to misbehave and all that. Government came to deny it Brian Champo at the time denied it.
Yeah.
The president even said, oh, this group was disbanded in 2018 and not in 2019 as the report was. Then in July of 2019, we had the Act 999. Now I want to read for you, and I'm not going to talk plenty. I'm just going to read from the Act exactly what their own government, led by Gloria Akufo at the time, took to Parliament and was passed, which the president assented somewhere in September of the same year. And I'll read for you what they defined as a vigilante group. And tell me, yesterday, one of the aspirants went to submit his what's the name? His form yesterday at the party headquarters. And behind him, and what was his presentation? He said, oh, he had come to present his group.
Yes.
And what was the group? Blue Marines.
Yes.
And he said that what happened in 2024 won't happen in 2028, and that the NDC went on the frolic of a government that was in power.
Yes.
They were the ones in power. Saying that an opposition party had beaten them. An opposition party snatched ballot boxes.
That is true.
And that this time around they are not going to do it. I thought the police would have immediately arrested him right in front of the office there. Because the act is very clear, and I'm going to tell you why that was an offense. Number one, if you look at the Act 999, Section 1, application, it says this act applies to an act or a threat of violence or intimidation undertaken by a person or a group of persons to further the interests of that person or any other person affiliated or associated with or connected or related to a political party, 2, a political office holder, 3, an official or member of a political party. Tell me how this doesn't fit. Let me go to 3 for you. Section 3. Section 3 is very clear. Prohibition of vigilante groups and activities. A person shall not directly or indirectly form, organize, operate, or promote the formation, organization, operation, or activities of a vigilante group. Then it says that a person who contravenes subsection 1 commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a term of imprisonment of not less than 10 years and not more than 15 years. Section 6, I'll read for you section 6. Despite subsection 2, section 6, I got section 6.
Section 3, subsection 6.
Yeah, okay. No, I want to read section 6 proper.
Okay.
Prohibition of vigilantism in political party govern. A political party shall not directly or indirectly form, organize, operate, or engage, or facilitate the formation, organization, operation, or activities of vigilante groups, whether belonging to that political party or any other political party. And you go, no. It's very clear. And so, for me as a party, I don't think that the NPP has ever been committed to our democracy. Because for a party who championed that cause, who felt that vigilantism was a threat to Ghana's democracy, championed that cause, certainly in opposition after 1 year, 8 months, is behaving this way, then you should see that they were never committed in the first place. It was for the cameras.
But will you concede that as a government also you bear some responsibility?
I'm going to go there.
You bear some responsibility, especially while we make reference to what happened in Ayawaso West Wogon. We also hope that just a moment. We also hope that at least we'll see some different signs.
I'm going there. That's what I'm saying. Just be patient for me.
And just about a year ago, in July, when the Ablekwa rerun happened, we saw what occurred. Before the whole world.
Can I make progress?
Yeah, and so do you think you bear some responsibility?
Can I make progress now?
Yeah.
So I'm saying that then we should rest assured. You can trust the NDC government under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama that these shenanigans, this ruthlessness, this idea that you can overtake the state through vigilantism won't happen. So listen, I can tell you for a fact that some people will be put where they belong based on the law. And it's not going to be because they are NPP or they are NDC. If you are found in contravention of the law, that be sure that you'll be punished. It's not, and we don't want to hear, it's because it's MPP or it's NDC and all that. We didn't form any group. Have you heard since? And you know what? You know the strange thing. In this particular act, 27 groups were disbanded and the names were mentioned. And the Lions we mentioned is one of them. Listen, 27 groups, and I can mention all of them. Number 1, he said the Hawks. Number 2, Invisible Forces. 3, Delta Forces, Azoka Boys, Bamba Boys, Kandahar Boys, Bolga Bulldogs, 66 bench, Al Jazeera, Al Qaeda, Aluta boys, Asamankasi forces, Bafira boys, Tohazi, this one I don't know the name, The Rock, the Dragons, Taliban, Sese groups, Rasta groups, Pentagon, NATO, Lions, Bewa Youth, Eastern members, the Crocodiles in Burma camp.
So where is Bolga Lions?
Now, so you observe that.
Where is Bolga Lions that you said it has been disbanded?
Can you please listen? When
yeah, go ahead.
That's okay. That's okay.
But what I want you to comment.
So the position of the National Security Council now is that they have regrouped. He just asked a question. Oh, where is Bolga Lions? And I'm saying there's lions here. And the man is saying they have regrouped. What is the difference between Bolga Lions and lions? But same people, same party.
But can you establish that the same people here?
It doesn't have to be the same. The man says that they have regrouped. So it doesn't have to be the same. That's all it is.
So your assumption is that the group here is what?
It doesn't even have to be the same group. But I'm saying that all those names, all those attempts at vigilantism has been disbanded by his own government. It is a shame, and I'm being scandalized this morning hearing from one of them who passed this law. Now try to condone and try to accept that it is right to do vigilantism because he feels the police is not giving the proper.
But do you think we will have any proper solution to this if the posture of two of Ghana's biggest political parties is this, pointing the fingers towards your opposition, and they also pointing the fingers to you? Do you think we can resolve? Because what we are talking about, like the Interior Minister indicated, 15 innocent people lost their lives.
Exactly.
40 people have been injured. In fact, I know a colleague of mine back in the Ghana Institute of Journalism who was injured in the 2020 election and up to now is still in the house looking for support to be well. So while you continue to go at each other and go with the blame games, their lives are continuing to be lost.
You are missing the point.
So the question I'm asking is that, is there no room for both of you political parties to commit to trust the security forces, the police, to handle the security in the country so that you can go do away with your internal security?
So that is why I have just told you that the police will do their job. It doesn't have to be NDC, it doesn't have to be MPP. In fact, the police do not even need.
But the police do not security.
For the law, the police do not even need the cooperation of the NDC or MPP.
But the NDC
the law is the law.
Security.
Can you please listen to what I'm saying? Which of them? Which one do you know?
The Blue Army.
Mention them.
The Green Army.
The Green Army.
Mention them.
Of the internal security.
The three came in.
No. The Green Army was a campaign group. Listen, we've had several groups in the NDC. The Green Army was a campaign group. I was one of the founding members of Volunteers for Mahama in his first term, a VFM. It was basically a rallying group. It was a campaign group. It has nothing to do with security.
The NDC doesn't have
the Green Army was actually the youth wing force. That's why he mentioned names like Osman Yaiga. He mentioned Basitali. It was our youth wing army. That army sought, listen to it. That sought to organize the base.
And you're talking about army.
Be decent.
Let him.
But that's the name. You have just mentioned the name. So what pretense is this? You mentioned the name as Green Army, and I said that it was an army that was put together to rally the base of the party. It was purely an issue of campaigning. It was purely an issue of rallying the people. It was purely an issue of crusade. It has nothing to do with beating anybody. Now mention for me, which member of the Green Army went to beat who? At where? Mention for me. You even brought that up. At where? At where? There's nothing wrong in forming a group. In fact, the right to form a group or a civil group is enshrined in the Constitution. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
But the Act has defined what that Act, when you do that, what goes beyond it. It says that for the purpose of causing mayhem, for the purpose of causing disruptions, especially with even elections. You can't call it security. How? The MPP was in power for all that while. And we were in opposition, and we formed Green Army, and they had passed this law under President Akufo-Addo, and he didn't come at us if we did anything wrong. And today, in opposition, 1 year, 8 months, you are now crying because there was a Green Army that existed under your tenure.
That's a valid question. I'll come to Awal to try and respond to it. I'm going to give you at least 2 minutes so we can deal with the move that Parliament is making relative to the domestic gold purchase program. We are very hard on time. But Doc, if you're still there, let me just come back to you. You've heard from the political actors, and it appears there is very little sense that we are going to see this issue nipped in the bud. It appears this is going to be quite difficult to contain if this remains the posturing of our two big political parties.
Yeah. Before I come there, the issue about, I said they pounce on the jet, let's take that one out. But whatever activity it was, all right, all that we are saying that wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
So we should be able to what? Allow people to do their work without any difficulty. That said, let me come back to, I am just surprised hearing from Mr. Wa and Mr. Madilo. You get the impression that the political parties want to protect themselves. I mean, if that is the case, then my difficulty is that, look, how do we then see also the police? What function are we ascribing to the police? When we want to protect ourselves, what we do is that we come back to what Hobbes described as state of nature. Nobody can protect himself in the long run. So let us have trust in the police, and then let us build their capacity to do this work. My worry also is the fact that, you see, the political actors, the two political parties know what to do, except that they will not do that. They know what to do to bring about the end of this business. Because, look, it doesn't matter whether you are defending yourself or it is once that you did that act and all that. One is even bad enough to bring the country down.
Yeah.
Look at what we saw in Ablekuma North. I mean, a very ugly spectacle. I mean, look at what we saw in, Ayawaso and other places. I see that and I'm worried because, look, there are better examples that we can pick and deal with this issue. You go to some countries, what they do is that there's election security task force where the political actors with, security people sit down and plan how to bring about peace. What about that? Can't we do this? Because I don't see violence giving anybody opportunity to win a vote. Otherwise, what we are saying is that it is when you are violent that you are going to win a vote. It's not true. It's a contest of ideas. So let them build their strength in messaging. Let them build their strength in the two parties are the parties that have won it. They've been winning elections. Let them show what they have done and what they are capable of doing. That message alone will win them power. And then let us all decide that, look, it is the police service that will come to our rescue when we have difficulty. So allow them to work. When we don't allow them, I am afraid, I don't know how they are going to perform.
Okay,
the police have all nice intentions and ideas, but I tell you, if we don't take the political actors don't take their hands off them, I don't know how they are going to perform, and it's a difficulty.
Okay, Doc.
The way out in all these things is that let us remember that we don't have any other state than this. You want to protect your party, you want to defend your party. If things get degenerated, you will not be there to protect anything. We have seen this, and that is why we have an institution. This is neutral of all the political parties, that it should discharge this function for us. Right? And then let us support them. When we support the police, we'll be able to get results.
All right,
I'm not sure. I wasn't around in 1969, the rest of them, where they had elections. But this country had gone through a number of elections that were peaceful and all that. Why can't you emulate that and make sure that we will have election free of violence?
All right, Doc, I'll come and get your thoughts on what Parliament is looking to do with the domestic gold purchase program very briefly before we wrap it up. But wow, just some 2 minutes. You've got a few things you want to react to, isn't it?
Razak, it is the government that is supposed to show commitment that indeed the police will be able to protect the opposition party. Now, listen, after the act was passed in 2019, between 2019 and 2024, did you see any group in MPP unleashing violence anywhere? None. We disbanded them to the extent that they were even attacking us. Our own people are saying that we used them to win elections, but we had now threw them under the bus. Now, in 2024, the NDC brought the Green Army and the Hawks. They used it to terrorize our people. They burnt 12 places, they destroyed 12 collation centers. In Sawama Dojiri, Fantiakwanov, Ablekuma Central, even Ablekumanov.
But how do you know they were the ones who did that?
Oh, but they were those who were at the polling station, and they did that to the extent that when they were the ballot boxes were even brought to Tesano. Didn't you see Malik with his group over there at Tesano? He brought the Green Army at Tesano.
So
to the extent that the police said they couldn't even do it.
So
they couldn't do the coalition.
So moving forward.
So I'm saying that.
Yeah, so moving forward.
No, I'm saying that you are saying that you are not happy to see Adenta Kumi and others saying that they are preparing to have internal security.
They're preparing. But how they are preparing? What do you mean by they are preparing? The man came with his team. He said, "Yeah,
he's contesting for an election.
Yeah,
he's not an officer." I'm saying that.
Yeah, just land for me.
You see, what I want to tell you is that if you do not take steps to disband your Green Army,
we will do that for you.
And that Hawks and others, I am telling you that the MPP will never trust the police. We will make sure that we organize our internal security, because if we had our internal security, the NDC wouldn't dare not even talk about the 12 seats that they wanted to take from us.
Kwame, so, just final thoughts on this. This is very worrying. I mean, and I'm going to come to Madilo to tell us, okay, if they are going to do anything about these Green Army and Green Hawks as the NPP is requesting. But if you look at it, bottom line is some of these individuals who are recruited into these groups, if you look at bottom line is the fact that they don't have jobs. They don't have jobs. If their hands were busy, it will be very difficult to get them parading on the streets, maybe 2 p.m. or whatever time. Because look at the colleagues here who are manning the cameras. You can't get any of them possibly to go and do some of these things because they are busy with work. So it appears that the bottom line is providing proper livelihoods for these young people. And the absence of that, they become easy prey for some of these things.
Razak, you know, well, that could be a secondary factor. But the young man I spoke to who was at the Sukas, he was a gainfully employed security man somewhere, earning good money. And I remember once I was in a gathering somewhere where there was a group of macho men. And one of them burst out laughing, saying that he was around where, during the Ayawase West, when Honorable Sam George was slapped. I mean, he almost claimed to be the one who
did the slapping.
Who did the slapping? And this was a gainfully employed macho man. You understand me? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know whether what he was saying was true or not, but that is what he was. He was gainfully employed.
Just what Razak is
yes.
It's not just because they are.
So everyone with his contribution to a political party.
So there are issues of prestige and esteem and belonging to the party also.
Well, of course, they do get some extra money.
They feel that that's their contribution to the party of some sort.
No, some of them are not even party members.
No, some are doing it out of genuine will that they want to protect their party.
Well,
that's all.
But from what I know, at least this macho man and this security man, as much as I know, they were not active party. They were just getting something small on the side on top of their salary. It's just about extra income. Even Elon Musk is it Elon Musk, the richest man? Yeah. He's still working. Who wouldn't want extra income somewhere? So the problem is enforcement. And Wanda made a good point there that the police have to be independent. At the end of the day, you know, I think I saw an article yesterday about how in Zimbabwe, the president's daughter-in-law is actually in detention and is being prosecuted for money laundering. You understand? There's a president's son's wife. The police have all the powers to do what they have to do, irrespective of who is in power or who is in opposition.
Yeah.
And we, the citizens, we will back them all the way. You see, I would say that all our institutions have been emasculated because of our mode of appointment. However, overlook the mode of appointment. You are there to serve the country. Serve the country with your all. If you are removed or anything, posterity will judge you.
So the back stops with the police.
Exactly.
If the police are able to do their work independently, professionally, we might be able to deal with this.
Exactly. And these prosecutions, not all of them have to go all the way to the AGC part. At least these land guard activities and all that these cases I'm involved with. The police at the police station decide that there's a prima facie case. We are charging you, we are investigating. After investigations, they decide to take you to court. Of course, there may be some other processes behind the scenes, even though I've been practicing for quite a while. I don't know whether to prosecute somebody for land guard activity at the circuit court or for vigilante. You have to go all the way to AG's department for. What I know is when it comes to murder and other things, you refer the docket to AG's department for advice. So the police should look at all this footage from the police stations. I mean, there's just so much. Footage taken on people's private phones and all that. There's just so much to act on.
Interesting. Just a direct one though. Will you?
I'm responding to that.
Yeah, I mean, will you disband your Green Army and your your other armies?
Listen,
will you disband them?
Don't let our deceive you this morning. We in 2024 elections named our youth wing the Green Army.
So if Adenta Kumi is saying that he is also naming his people like that, and you think that
here contesting for Nasara,
and you think that
does that make it
so violent? You can have Green Army
that you have given
so you're not disbanding.
You can have Green Army, but we cannot have our internal security.
All right,
when you talk, I'm fine.
Just platform because I want to get your thoughts on the gold buff.
No, let me deal with this.
Yeah, deal with it.
So the issue is that the NDC is never poised to cause violence anywhere. In fact, we have been as distant as possible. But you know that even after the act was passed, he claimed that no other group was in operation. They had the drones. The guys, they called the Zota boys. Wow. Don't fear. Who? And that group was in Bolga. Where he comes from?
Which one?
Where he comes from? Dazota.
But we are moving forward.
Dazota is the same as Bolga Bulldogs. Dazota is the same as Bolga Bulldogs.
Why would it be distant? When I'm talking, is running around.
Okay, let me go back. Let me go.
Alidu Mafias was also another group that was formed.
Which one?
Right after that.
So which one?
Please, let's be decent in the way we analyze things.
Okay.
If the NPP fail and they think that the reason they lost the last election is because of violence, then there will be no opposition for long.
Fine. But
they should wake up as quickly as possible and know that it was the failings of their government that made them lose the election, not because of violence.
Okay, let me ask you about the domestic gold purchase program. Let's try and wrap up the conversation. The Speaker of Parliament.
If it has to do with...
but the Speaker of Parliament has agreed to the minority's request for a parliamentary probe into it. As a party, you support that. In fact, the Global CEO has welcomed it. What do you hope to come out of it?
That's what we've been asking for. Rather than the so-called banter from the minority leader in the press jumping from one radio station to the other and claiming that he has information when he has nothing. That's what we've been asking for. That the channels you use. Use the channels, the appropriate channels. And thankfully, our constitution allows you to go through the parliamentary procedure and get results and get answers.
But they made the requests earlier, and your side,
But you're talking about parliamentary business. They have a right to accept.
They made a request earlier to look into it, and your side.
And I'm saying that is parliamentary procedure. Does this stop them? Is this the first time something is being refused? I don't know the basis for which it was refused. If it's been accepted now, why are you not commending the acceptance today? And you're talking about what was done in the past. It's been accepted. The Gold Board CEO himself, even when this thing came up, said he's ready to appear before Parliament. That was his comment. So he's never been running away. Nobody's avoiding it. In any case, the Public Accounts Committee's job eventually will get to that place. So what is the business? We are not worried about that. What we do know is that the truth will come out, and then we will know where and what goes where. I have always maintained that this business about saying that Gold Board made losses is a bit problematic for decent minds to understand. And I try to draw an analogy for you. Now listen, if you are a manufacturer and he is a distributor and I'm your agent, people buy through me, from you. I mean, from you, if you want to buy, you buy through me, okay? Because I'm an agent. Now I come and buy from you because this man has ordered. I deliver the goods to him. He goes to sell. And then he realizes profit. Would you say that I made him profit? You won't. If he made losses, would you say I, the agent, did that? You won't. And that is the whole analogy.
Okay.
So we are not in the business of discussing who made loss, who didn't make loss and all that. What we do know is that the fact of the matter, as it were, based on the transaction, everything will be out there, and then we can discuss it.
I mean, Kwame, the new majority leader, James Agaga, even indicated that, look, this probe should not just look at 2025 to now. It should even go to 2021, and it should be a holistic review of the domestic gold purchase program so that we can see areas where there are gaps so that we can work on it. Should that be the approach? So that we're not just looking at a 22 billion loss, but we are looking at a complete review of the entire program so that we can see where what we have to stop, where we have to improve, because even prior to this loss, there were losses, even during the Akufo-Addo era where it started. Do you think that should be the approach?
I agree perfectly with my learned senior, Honorable James Agaga, because this whole gold board issue on both the majority side and the minority side, I would say I commend both sides. I think it's born out of genuine patriotism to move the country forward. At the moment, we are the sixth biggest gold producer. I think we've overtaken, the USA. And we are the #1 gold producer in Africa. Gold is one of the solutions to our economic problems.
Yeah.
So to go all the way back to 2021 is a good idea. We'll be able to find ways to tweak it to make it better, because I think the gold board has done a good job. The exchange rates has stabilized. However, there still has to be some explanation to be done. Both Honorables Afenyo Makin and Sami Gyamfi. I know Afenyo Makin personally. I've known but Sami Gyamfi before. But from afar, I also see him as a person of integrity. I don't think he has anything to hide. Same with Honorable Afenyo Makin. I think both they are passionate utterances in public. It's coming from a good place. Even though I would say that in philosophy, we learned something called the fallacy of attacking the person. I think I would say that Sami Gyamfi may have dropped the ball a bit into going into this extortion issue, because Honorable Afenyo Makin did not, from the footage I've seen, did not attack Honorable Sami Gyamfi personally. He said gold boards should come and explain the losses, you see. But I understand the response of Honorable Sami Gyamfi.
So we just wait and see how Parliament will approach
and I really commend Honorable Alban Bagmin's approach. So far, he's been a star Speaker of Parliament, very neutral. I mean, he exudes patriotism, and for him to admit this motion, I think it's in the right direction.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, to benefit all Ghanaians.
I mean, while your parties and your caucus motion has been admitted, are you satisfied? Is this, you always wanted this, are you satisfied?
Yes, we are. Because I am surprised that he's saying that Alban Bagmin is a star now. When it started last year, towards the end of last year, the IMF brought the same document to say that there were 214 million losses from the gold purchase program. Kojo Ponkroma, MP, and our spokesperson on economy, put out a motion, sent the motion to Parliament for a parliamentary probe. They used their numbers to reject it and said they will not allow Sami Gyamfi to come to Parliament to explain it. They rejected it. And they voted. And even the vote, they did a voice vote. Then we called for a division so that it will be counted. Even if we lose, we wanted that. Alban Bagmin blocked it. So now the IMF brought another document. And you see, the IMF document is not their document. It is a document that was signed by Atufo-Addo and the Governor Bank of Ghana. They submitted to IMF, and the IMF did the analysis and saw the 1.7 billion loss. Now, ours is that we have to highlight it and ask the questions. The minority leader did not say anything bad. He said, it is a gold that you purchased. And the gold that you purchased was how we arrived at a loss of $1.7 billion, which is equivalent to 22 billion Ghana cedi. Come and explain to us.
He says he will come.
In order for them, but why the banter? Why the insults against his personality? When the person is only asking you that, come and explain to Ghanaians why you bought the gold and incurred a loss of 1.7 billion.
What would you want?
I'm coming. I'll just.
We have to.
Yes, I'm coming. I'm saying that
you go to jail.
we said this.
And that his bail term will be.
Now you, even when you were asking him, you told him that there were losses in the past. We started a gold purchase program. We bought up to 32 tons of gold to the reserve, but we did not even incur a 7 billion loss. In the entire 4 years. It is in the BOG reports. First year when we started buying, the loss was 74 million Ghana cedi. The second year, 1.5 billion. Third year, 2024, which we bought higher, and the loss was only 4 billion. Today, within 1 year, you were able to do 22 billion. And today, even our reserves, you've sold almost half of the reserve.
So this, you want...
So that is the reason we wanted the clarification. So that at least you tell us, how did you do it? To the extent that we who started it, Dr. Baumia was the brain behind the gold purchase program, which was confirmed by even Governor Bank of Ghana. Even at the gold for reserve, gold for oil, it was Dr. Baumia who started this. This was corroborated even by Bank of Ghana and even the Finance Ministry. Now, we did that thing without incurring these huge losses. You did it within 1 year, 1.7 billion losses, and you're telling us that we shouldn't really ask these questions, to the extent that in order for you to change the narrative, you're saying that it is not a gold board, but it is Bank of Ghana.
So he explains why
it is Bank of Ghana or it is gold board. Who bought the gold? Gold board. And again, it is the strategy the gold board used to buy the gold. That is the reason we are where we are today.
So fundamentally,
because it is still the fundamentally, that bought the gold and did not even do this.
So fundamentally, you support this move to not just look at the losses, but take a good review of the entire program, and because at the end of the day, it's the country's money that's been lost. So
if you read, get
a better approach.
If you read Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah's first motion, that was what he said. So it's nothing new.
Okay.
Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah in his first motion said that we want to have a holistic look at it, because if within just few months you're able to incur $240 million, when we started, we did not incur up to even 7 billion, but we were able to buy up to 32 tons. Today, we don't even have up to 32 tons in our reserve, but we have incurred $1.7 billion. And you are telling us that we shouldn't ask this question in order for you to really confuse people. You are telling us that, it's not gold board, it's Bank of Ghana. You see, the Governor Bank of Ghana should be careful, because when they lost the elections, he was in court throughout the 8 years of administration because of his actions as a Deputy Governor Bank of Ghana. Today, they are pushing all the blame on him, to the extent that today they are not defending Bank of Ghana, but they are defending only Sami Jefi.
All right, Awa,
he should be careful with himself.
All right, Awa, let me go to Doc. Doc, just briefly, in 1 minute, just tell me what you hope to... the fallout from this probe that Parliament will look into the domestic gold purchase program. Just 1 minute, briefly.
I welcome the probe, but as to whether we are going to get, the result that we want, it's a difficulty for me, because we have seen Parliament time and again when there is an issue that the two parties are looking at. They look at it from political lens. That is not to poison the whole atmosphere, but I would have thought that. Yesterday, I was listening to one of the panelists on your network, and then they're saying that an ad hoc committee like this, you could bring outsiders. For me, if they would do that, we are going to have something different.
All right, Doc.
But if it's left with the parties, yes, they will come and talk, and then we get nowhere. But you see, every public policy, my understanding is that once you put in place, you examine, and at a point in time, you evaluate whether the policy is yielding the dividend that you want. If not, you take it out or you improve it. Look at all the losses they are talking. Both parties are talking about losses, whether small or big. It's a loss. So then there is the point that we need to evaluate what is inherent in the policy that is producing losses at the same time as certain revenue. And for me, that's the crux of the matter.
Okay, Doc. Well, we need to turn attention to our other studio where the draw for the Joy Sports Invitational is taking place. It has started, and most of you have been waiting for that. So let's turn attention there now. And while doing that also, big thank you to Awal, thank you to Kwame, thank you to Amadilo for coming. And the news review is sponsored by Syntex Pipes, Pegasus Publishing, and Awake Purified Drinking Water. And once again, thank you also to Dr. Asah-Asante for joining us. Let's go to our studio, our next for that draw that is unfolding right now.
Be deliberate and with precision of intelligence from data analytics. So everyone should be scared of us. I don't even know why we should call this a competition, because we should have been declared as winners already.
The way we give litigation free land is the same way we give litigation free goals. Needed. Yes, one time. That's the same way we do.
Oh, honestly, from last year till now, we still be doing constant training, and we know that we are coming back and then win it again.
You know, we are going to be like Hull City, newly promoted, but we are coming to surprise the big gurus. The big gurus. We are coming. We just like Manchester United, we will give them 2-0. This time we are climbing higher.
I'm sure we are doing arm wrestling, and then we are doing the swimming and the penalty shootouts. Please wait for us. I don't want to talk. Wait for us. Yeah, refining crude. Yeah, Dani Nyoma. So come and do stuff there. Wait for us. You will see the shots that will represent that day. Knockouts, Papebi, original ones. Wait for us.
One touch.
Charlie, let me show you.
For now, we are camped in Barcelona. The likes of Rodri in our team, the strikers. I don't want to mention because I've heard some people mentioning Haaland and all of those places.
We have on the team notable managers. We have brought Alex Ferguson out of retirement. Pep Guardiola is his assistant. And tonight we have midnight training. We want to let the other companies know that even though we are a hospital, they think that we can give only injection. But we will shock them. We will shock them. And we will clear all the trophies.
With a coach extraordinaire like myself, who needs Pep Guardiola? Someone who's on retirement, who needs a Mourinho? Volta, do we need any of those people? Thank you. So you have me.
We believe we have the men, like MVP will say. We have the men. We're going to conquer. We have the men. They should watch out for us. Our team, we are well prepared. We are more ready, and we want to come and conquer the event. Bring the trophy back home to Best Education Services.
We are coming with fire.
Yeah, our football team is not here at the moment. They are currently in France.
Yeah.
We are leaving now to Bernabeu. Jose Mourinho wants to train with us for 5 days. He wants us to train with Mbappe's and the Vinicius Juniors and the Bellingham.
They are training with who?
Zidane. We didn't come to play at all.
We are fully prepared. Our tactics are intact, backed by facts and data. In fact, military, police, we want you.
A combination of Mikel Arteta's strategy, combination of Pep Guardiola, every strategy that matters, but we will not disclose it yet.
The tennis, you know Djokovic? Yes. He's the one training our men.
You expect the heat now. We are the Emirates. That's the champions. That's the champions. So we are training with Arsenal.
Arteta.
Yes. Last year we didn't prepare. I mean, I didn't know we're going to do small polls. I thought we're going to have a keeper in the post, so we can be the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, now we know what you are going to do. So watch out. I cannot lose in front. If I lose, they lose.
You know that Ghana Publishing Company Limited works 24 hours, right? So our training is 24/7. Some are going, some are coming. So every discipline, from soccer boys. Track and field, all the track and field. You know me, I was a sprinter, so you see me on the track on that particular day. The ladies are ready for the penalty shootout, you understand? So the lime and spoon, what other sporting disciplines are there?
The sack race, the tag of peas.
Oh, this is our chief sack race champion.
With a coach extraordinaire like myself, who needs Pep Guardiola? Someone who's on retirement, who needs a Mourinho? Volta, do we need any of those people? Thank you. So you have me.
We believe we have the men, like every people say. We have the men. We're going to conquer. They should watch out for us. Our team, we are well prepared. We are more ready, and we want to come and conquer the event. Bring the trophy back home to Best Education Services.
We are coming with fire. Yeah, our football team is not here at the moment. They are currently in France.
We are leaving now to Bernabeu. Jose Mourinho wants to train with us for 5 days. He wants us to train with Mbappe's and the Vinicius Juniors and the Bellingham.
They are training with who? Zidane. We didn't come to play at all.
We are fully prepared. Our tactics are intact, backed by facts and data. In fact, military, police, we want you.
A combination of Mikel Arteta's strategy, combination of Pep Guardiola, every strategy that matters, but we will not disclose it yet.
The tennis, you know Djokovic? He's the one training now, man.
You expect the heat now. We are the Emirates. That's the champions. That's the champions. So we are training with Arsenal. Yes. Last year we didn't prepare. I mean, I didn't know we were going to do small polls. I thought we were going to have a keeper in the post, so we can be the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, now we know what you are going to do. So watch out. I cannot lose in front. If I lose, they lose.
You know that Ghana Publishing Company Limited works 24 hours, right? So our training is 24/7. Some are going, some are coming. So every discipline, from soccer.
Well, you just heard from Ghana Publishing Company Limited. Their training is 24/7. Others are in Madrid. Some are in Barcelona. Some are at Old Trafford, whilst others are Stamford Bridge, getting ready for the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. Welcome once again. This is Joy Prime. We are also live on Joy News, as well as Joy 99.7 FM and on His 103.9 FM. It's the biggest corporate sporting event happening this weekend at the University of Ghana's Stadium, and we'll have about 50 plus companies participating. About 32 have signed up to play football alone. So that clearly means that we are going to have a FIFA World Cup, isn't it? Because the FIFA World Cup was 32 teams before Gianni Infantino increased it to 48 teams. So now we have 32 teams that have signed up for football at this year's Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. I am Musbau Nabila Abdullah, and I'll be doing this with our usual referee,
Ashon Ibrahim,
who is here with me in a studio. And we also have the participants here for the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. I have up back with services, baby, already hold the microphone. Right, Wise? How are you, Wise? Welcome. Wise, talk to me. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
Yeah, I'm okay. How has preparation been like after you came back from your trip?
Fantastic. Spain has been good to us. Yeah. Santiago Bernabeu has been good to us. And we are ready to go. Look, last year we made our debut last year. It didn't go on well, but we are coming back stronger. We've made our corrections. We've been in the transfer market to...
In fact, they're already scared.
Yeah,
you're scaring people already.
Recruited a few players.
Did you sign Rodri or you signed Haaland?
we have a surprise.
Okay, let me hear from Water Catch.
We have the biggest number 6 in our squad.
Okay.
The best number 6 in the world. So
let me hear from Water Catch. Water Catch.
Hello.
Bring the mic close to your mouth.
Hello.
The last time I spoke to you, you had an up-and-coming coach. So then you Pep Guardiola, you don't need Jose Mourinho. Who do you have?
You have our boss. They should all look out for us because this time we are not just coming to participate. We're coming to win, like big W's to our farm and our office. So
wow.
The other offices, please look out for us.
So now I sit next to you, someone standing behind you.
Yeah, Ayuba, like you should. Ayuda, sorry, you should look out for us.
Don't worry.
We are not just at the farm catching fishes. We can catch balls. We can play. So, please look out for us.
Okay, take the microphone. So we'll come back. We'll come this way. You already have a mic. Talk to me about your readiness for the invitational tournament.
Thank you. So this is Gimpa.
Yeah.
And recently there was a tournament, and I think we used our 4th team to participate because we knew Joy would be inviting us for this.
Yes.
So we spare.
So you were resting the first
yes,
team?
Yes, we were resting the best team for this tournament. So we don't have a lot to say. Just watch out.
Pass the mic on for me. Let me hear from you. From which company?
Virtual Security Africa.
Virtual Security Africa.
Yes, we
are coming to provide security, isn't it?
Yes, you see I'm wearing black, killing everybody. So we are getting ready. I think all the teams here, all the companies here, we are all excited about this opportunity. But as I said, we are killing everybody.
You are killing everybody. Let me hear from Piwak. Piwak is there. I've already spoken to Water Catch and Ayuda. Let me hear from Piwak. They are defending champions. What are you doing to defend your title?
Okay, I think for the first time that we came, that was last 2 years. We couldn't do much, and last year we came prepared and we won, and we know that this year we are coming to win again.
There are companies who are competing. Best Education Services.
Hello.
Hi.
So, as our name sounds, we are Best Education Services Limited, and we are best in everything we do. We don't want to talk much. Our performance will just speak for us. Thank you very much.
Toyota Ghana. Okay, so Toyota Ghana, my name is Collins. I'm the head coach for the team. And this morning, we are fully represented.
Tactical Collins.
Yes. So we are not talking about Pep. This is Collins. And I can assure all the other teams that Toyota, even though it's our first time, but we are winning every game. So please get prepared.
Get prepared. Safoda Ventures. In fact, and let me say a happy belated birthday to your CEO, who turned 60 just a few days ago. How ready are you?
Over the weekend.
Yeah.
So, we're most grateful. Last year he couldn't perform so well because he was indisposed.
Yeah.
But trust me, come this Saturday, you will see him.
And he will be a champion.
I'm telling you.
The other people, they will not be happy.
We've been in the game for more than 25 years, so we know.
So you're coming with 25 years of experience.
I tell you.
Ghana Publishing coming with 60 years of experience.
I tell you. And on that day, I believe heaven will speak for us.
Heaven will speak for you. Let's hear from Adansi Travels. Adansi.
Yeah, Justin here.
Yes.
All right. So
experience lies beauty.
Yeah. I must say, after last year's performance, we were not happy. So we were angry, and that has affected the exercises that we have done henceforth. So we know that we are coming with a lot of zeal, zest for this tournament. And in fact, what you saw last week at our offices is just a glimpse of what's to come.
Yes.
So we can promise that for all the competitions that we're participating in, we'll put up a very good show. If you underestimate us, you'll be shocked.
Royal Kingdom?
Yes, my name is William from Royal Kingdom Estates. You know, one thing is that I really like how everyone is building castles in the air. And for us,
they should be building on the ground, and they need to speak to you, isn't it?
Exactly. But one thing is certain: Royal Kingdom Estate. Actually, this is going to be our debut.
Yeah.
However, we are not coming to compete. We are actually coming to literally win. And then, you know, one of the specialties of Royal Kingdom Estate is that we are into the sale of litigation-free lands.
Yes.
So last time you came to our office, we made a promise, and definitely
you'll be scoring litigation-free goals.
Exactly.
I sure these officials will ensure that.
You still remember that statement, and definitely this is not just mere words.
Yeah.
You will see them in action on Saturday.
Thank you. 3D Wireless. 3D Wireless. Okay. You are there.
Thank you, Musbau. My name is Bespan.
You assured me of fast internet.
Fast goals.
Fast goals as well.
We are 3D Wireless Plus. In fact, Piwak, we are coming for you. Be ready for us. That trophy is not going to your place again. We are taking it home. And like you said, when you came to our offices, you saw the energy.
Yes.
Expect nothing less. There is more.
To come. Okay. NIA is behind you.
So let me best. So every team here is good, but we are the best. So what we are going to do that is we are going to beat everybody, and after that we will help you go and study abroad. Canada, UK, US, Australia. Okay.
NIA, that's NIA over there. NIA.
Yeah, so this is
told us that every single pass is coming with a scientific precision, isn't it?
So with NIA, we are providing future solution now.
Yeah.
But with this particular competition, we are not going to rely on luck.
Yes.
As our Deputy Executive Secretary said,
yes.
We are going to use a scientific approach, and we are going to make sure that the trophy this time comes to NIA.
Thank you. McDonald Group. Dr. Daniel Macaulay.
Yes.
Hopefully this year he will not get injured during the penalty shootout.
Oh, last year. Thank you. Last year he nearly won.
Yes.
So
nearly doesn't kill the bed.
This is our third time competing. So we are in the Holy Spirit mood. Third time. We were at the Father, at the Son. Now we are in the Holy Spirit mood. So this time, no bagawaya.
No bagawaya. It's done. Mirrors Commission.
Yeah, Musbau, I always tell you that agro any form, as they always say. Whilst others say they are going to Europe where the temperatures are hot, we pitched camp right at the University of Ghana.
And you're bringing your bulldozers.
So you know that everybody who comes our way is going to be conquered. We want to assure everybody that, look, whilst they are focusing on football, which will have about how many matches before you can win a medal, we are targeting any other lesser known sports. And that's where the medal is going to come from. I want to assure you.
Ima, you take that?
Yeah.
You know, thank you so much. Minerals Commission, we are coming, and there's nothing that's going to stop us. You know, we are coming with our own referee. We don't want any.
I'm not part of that.
So you know, behind the scenes they were trying to seed us, and we said no, we want fair competition. So as regulators, yes, we don't want to be seeded because we want to compete favorably and win it. Sure. So on a fair basis, we are coming with our own referee, and
I'm wondering the kind of competition you had with Andrew Tando before you came.
I'm telling you.
Ghana Publishing.
Yes, I think the Galamseyers want shortcuts to do this. I think this is
on a lighter note, though.
Yes, that was on a lighter note. This is our first time representing, and I think Ghana Publishing. We are the only company that has Ghana backing us. I don't think any company has the name Ghana starting with it. You do?
That's a good one. That's a very good one.
No. Our people are trying to piggyback on our shine right now, but it won't work.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to let everybody here know that before we start a game, we will sign an MOU as the state publisher and printer of the Ghana Gazette. If we win them, we will gazette everybody's name here and add Ghana Publishing to it.
Okay, thank you. Axis Pension.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm from Axis Pension. So we are not doing much of the talking a lot. We've put in actions, we've put in measures, we've looked at our past experience, we've gathered ourselves. I'm sure if we had the FIFA agents there on the park that day, they will be signing most of our players because we have Jude Bellingham within our midst. We have Vinicius. We have a whole lot of players, and then we are not only concentrating on the football. We have also put in measures for all the other games that we have. We've been training for Lime and Spoon, and I'm sure you are going to be shocked. You see our color green medium growth. So we've grown from where we were last last year, and now we are in a new, different horizon.
You are at the best.
I know I know you will be shocked. And when we are done, we are coming for all your pensions, and we are going to manage them for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We have fair wages there. Fair wages and salaries.
Well, so my name is Louisa Dazi. I'm from Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. So we want everyone to know that we have come to compete.
Yes.
But we want them to also know that we've come to win.
Yes.
But more importantly, we've come with all that we believe in, and that is our corporate values.
Yeah.
So we are coming to show respect, and we are coming in our team.
In fairness.
Yes. And we are coming to show respect to all teams, but we want them to know that we are not stepping aside.
Okay.
We are making sure that we are coming with everything that we've got. We are making sure that we are winning all the scores. So we are coming with our data analysts to make sure that the scores are really going to favor us. So we are going to make sure that we come home with the trophy.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
we are telling everyone to watch out.
Okay, thank you, Louisa. Let me hear from our senior sales executive. And in fact, he's also a footballer.
I retired. My name is Oswin. I'm representing Team Multimedia. I've always been a disciple of Luis Enrique Martinez Garcia. So Luis Enrique, currently he's a winner of the Champions League, a prestigious tournament. All of us
the Super Cup
and so
as well.
We are going to deploy our fluid 4-3-3 shape. In fact, I can give you all the formations here. I'll still beat you on the day. And so expect the tactical rotational plan and all that, the exchanges and all on the pitch. I'm going to beat you. I have an important message from my CEO.
Yes.
He has really prepared for the penalty. And he's telling everyone not to even count. Don't even count it. Because he's the winner. And so don't come and compete.
Okay. Thank you very much. And yes, Heritage, he's a Christian University. That's a Christian.
I'm just happy that right from Multimedia, Heritage has to speak. Last year, just the first game in football, Multimedia was out. Imagine who did that. Debutant Heritage Christian University. And I'm wondering how you've gotten the energy to say you are coming for us. Don't worry. Saturday is just here.
Thank you.
Saturday is just here. Heritage, we are so much prepared. Debutant to the quarterfinals this year. We are going for the trophy. Piwak, get ready for us this time. We are coming with that fire.
Just to say, this is the World Cup. There's no Champions League that you can win back to back. So this is for the first timers. Best education. We are going to knock you off.
Okay. Let's have the draw. Let's have the draw. But before we have the draw, just a few things I want everyone to understand. We have 32 teams. What it means is that it's a direct knockout. We'll have 10 minutes for each half. We expect that by 11 o'clock, the first round is done. So we start at exactly 8 o'clock. We'll give you 5 minutes if you tell us, oh, you are running late. After 5 minutes, if you're not there, we'll have to move on. Because or else we don't take our time, we'll go deep into the night like we've had it previously. So we need to be time conscious. So that's what we are trying to do this year. Also, what we also want you to know is that some of you have come up with complaints about how we use a coin to toss and the knockout teams. It's a standard practice all over the world. And I always cite the example of how Mali was knocked out of AFCON 2015 with a coin toss. So when we get to the sudden death and you're not able to eliminate each other, we can't keep on playing. We have to find a toss. So the unfortunate team may get eliminated. Yes. But however, after the 20 minutes of football, we'll have the best 3 penalty takers. If you all score or you all miss, we'll go to the sudden death of 1 each. If you all score and you all miss, then we'll have to go for a toss. That's it, just to decide, right? That's basically it. And additional thing I want to add is that this year, we'll have an insurance cover for all of you who is coming for the event. Yes, yeah. So at this year's Joy Sports Invitational Tournament, just know that you are fully insured. We cannot be everywhere to know what your challenges are, but if something happens within your team, just bring it to our attention, and the insurance cover will take it up. That is basically it. Mr. Sean, take over for the draw.
I want to invite 2 of the teams to help me in.
Okay, they can volunteer. Yeah, they just volunteer and come and draw. Okay.
Just
2. Yes. So pick up.
Just pick one.
Just pick one. Pick one team. pick one team. Those are the teams. Yes. Yes.
Give it to me.
McDan Group. McDan Group. McDan Group is playing the first game. Okay. McDan Group. We take that one. And in fact, to add that there will be special prizes coming from our headline sponsor for this year, the luckiest. And if we win the CEO penalty shootout, they have a big prize for you. We have Equity Health. So it's McDan Group versus Equity Health. Oh, please come. Just stay with me for the draw. Let's conclude the draw with you. Stay with me for the draw. McDan versus Equity Health. Please, let's go. White and you watch there, you will not even see the thing. McDan versus Equity Health. And then we have Labadi Beach. Labadi Beach. Next. Labadi Beach. McDan versus Equity Health. 3D Wireless versus Labadi Beach. 3D Wireless Plus. I can see them. After Zidane had taken them through all the training processes, they are ready for action. 3D Wireless versus Labadi. We have Best Education Services Limited. Best Education Services Limited. And they are up against
Royal Kingdom.
Royal Kingdom Estate. Royal Kingdom Estate. Best Education Services versus Royal Kingdom Estate. We said I'm dead. I'm finish you already.
The Children's Hospital.
The Children's Hospital and Fertility Center Limited. The Children's Hospital and Fertility Center Limited. And they will be up against which team? Which one is this? Adansi Travels. Adansi Travels. Give them a life experience. So Adansi Travel versus the Children and Fertility Hospital. We have All Sales Services Limited. Nana Boachi Adam Kanto and his team. And they will be coming up against which team? We have Piwak Natural Health. Also Services versus Piwak Natural Health. Defending champions of the competition is up against Also Services. We have Ghana Publishing Limited. Ghana Publishing Company Limited. Ghana Publishing Company Limited. And they will be up against Gold Key Properties. Gold Key Properties versus Ghana Publishing Company Limited. Lantam was talking big about how he can race. We'll see how he's going to do that. And up next, we have Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, represented by Louisa here. And she's ready to go and give the team the message that we have a threat against La Community Bank. La Community Bank is their opponent for the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament 2026. And we have Premier Health Insurance, Mr. Ansar Asari and his team. They will be up against Valex Lease Equip Limited. Vincenzo Odete, the former MD of Accra House of Oak, he will be leading them to the University of Ghana Stadium for that event. And we have the luckiest, our headline sponsor, the luckiest. The luckiest, they will be coming up against Nabita Hospital. Nabita Hospital, based in Tema. And we have this one. Latex foam. Latex foam. Latex foam is up against which team? We have Tropo Farms Limited, Water Catch. When you beat them, you give them tilapia, isn't it? Well, they will not allow you to beat them. They will beat you and take the tilapia again. We have Escort Security. Escort Security, and they are up against who do we have there? We have Heritage Christian University. Heritage Christian University versus Escort Security. And just a moment. We have National Petroleum Authority, NPA. They were runners-up of the last invitational tournament in 2024. They were champions, dethroned by PWAC last year, and they came runner-ups last year. This year, Mr. Edo Jutameklo and his boys are back again. They are up against who? Minerals Commission. Minerals Commission.
Yes.
Team Mateta.
The Mighty Minerals Commission.
The Mighty Minerals Commission. The Mighty Minerals Commission. And we have National Identification Authority. National Identification Authority. They are up against who do we have here? We have Axis Pension Trust. Axis Pension Trust. Yes. When you kill them, you give them pension. You have to manage their pension. And just by the way, Axis Pension Trust were adjudged Africa Best Pension Management Institution in 2011. So incredible. We have Ayuda up. Ayuda up Bako. Up Bako services be brave. Ayuda up are coming up against Safoda Ventures. Safoda Ventures. Adolf Teteaje. Safoda Ventures. Then we have Tema Oil Refinery. Tema Oil Refinery led by Combat Edmond. They said he has made them combatants. So they are up against who? Toyota Ghana Limited. In fact, they are close to each other. Yes, you're close to each other. Toyota Ghana Limited. And then which one do we have here? Which one do we have here? We have Virtual Security Africa. Virtual Security Africa, one of our proud sponsors of this year's Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. Yes. Okay, so we'll have a buy. We'll have a buy. And yellow and orange. Yellow and orange. Which team is that? We're going to have a buy. The multimedia group. Thank you. You've all seen the teams. Well, you saw them. The draw was conducted by participants. You all have a clear view, an idea about the teams you're going to be playing. As I mentioned, you're all fully insured. We have an insurance cover for all of you. The matches will last 20 minutes. And the next team, please just be on standby. The moment they finish, we go. If you're 5 minutes late, please, we will have to move on without you. So let's all come, let's all adhere to the rules. The officials are here. Some of them officiate in Division 1 and Division 2 matches. They are top referees. So they know exactly what the rules are when it comes to the game.
I was a Premier referee.
And in fact, a Premier referee. So referee Ashon and his team will be doing an incredible job for us. It's been a pleasure bringing you the draw for the 2026 Joy Sports Invitational Tournament happening at the University of Ghana Stadium. If you joined us, this was Joy Prime. We're also live on Joy News, Joy FM, and on His 103.9 FM. Continue to enjoy the rest of our programs and see you at the University of Ghana Stadium on Saturday, August 29. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park.
Welcome to Safari Valley Eco Park.
Our electric shuttle pulled up and in no time our tour began. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the Eco Park. We were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through orientation and how to better enjoy the experience. Watch these animals roam freely in their natural habitat undisturbed by our presence. We saw zebras, sable antelope, brown crane, mara, silky chicken, nyalas, Shetland ponies, and so many animals I just couldn't keep up. Our tour guides taught us so much about the the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Then we took a break to have lunch in this serene environment. All this amazing experience for this price for adults? This price for teenagers. It's a bargain. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before dinner by the campfire. It's been a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait till my next visit.
Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
It's admission time for the 2026-27 academic year, and St. Andrew's Group of Schools is calling on all JHS graduates and those who want to rewrite the WASSCE exam. Over the years, St. Andrew's Group of Schools has been the #1 best private school in Ghana, with excellent teaching staff and ultra-modern facilities that provide students with perfect environments for study. Wherever you are, there's a campus waiting for you. Choose your preferred school from the list and start your journey to success today. We are also open for SHS students who wish to change their schools. Here at St. Andrew's Group of Schools, students never fail. St. Andrew's Group of Schools has been absorbed into the free SHS program, offering quality education with free tuition. At St. Andrew's Group of Schools, we say perseverance leads to success.
Oh, Mommy, can I have a few things for school?
I know, that's why we are here, Jaden. But be specific. Few things like, what do you need?
Miss, can I have a laptop?
A laptop, Jaden. And laptop is what you get. Don't let us go inside and go and change your mind. Okay. Let's go. Yes.
Mom, please, can I have a phone?
A phone, Jaden? Yeah. Let's check some out.
Mommy, you know I can't have a phone without a power bank.
Uh-huh. So you need a power bank?
Yes.
Hey, God. Let's check out some.
Oh, Mom, please, one last thing. Can I have a fridge?
A fridge? Jaden, why are you going to sell pure water in the school or what? Or you want to open another Computer Ghana branch in your school? Hey, Jesus. Okay, I'll get you a tabletop fridge.
Thank you.
Look at this boy, you. But Charlie, if your kids are going back to school, you need to as well help them get back ready. Computer Ghana back to school season is here. New school, new level.
Presenting the ultimate bragging rights in Vitamin School!
It's that time of the year on the academic calendar. The National Science and Maths Quiz is back and bigger than ever. The nation's brightest minds, the sharpest reflexes, and the question that changes everything. For the first time, over 170 schools enter the arena. More schools, more rivalries. Only one school will lift the trophy and claim the bragging rights of Ghana's champion of science and maths. Who has what it takes? Catch the contest on Joy News, Joy Prime, Joy FM, and across all our digital platforms. Date 20th August to 10th September 2026. The 2026 National Science and Maths Quiz.
You're still watching the AM show right here on the Joy News channel with me, Noella, Kharyne, Yalley. We still have a packed show for you, so yeah, you should stick and stay with us. But from Monday, August 31, the Keeper's House Chapel International will bring together pastors, church leaders, ministry workers, and believers for a week of teaching, prayer, worship, and practical conversations at its Takeoff Conference 2026. And this year's gathering is themed The Blessing of Honor and Dedication, but the program goes beyond, the pulpit, with conversations around finance, technology, marriage, and relationships also forming part of the week. So what exactly is Takeoff, and what is it hoping participants will leave with? And joining us is Reverend Ebenezer Hamilton, Senior Associate Pastor of the Keeper's House Chapel. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Noella. Good morning, and good morning to your cherished listeners as well.
Awesome.
All right.
Great to have you. So first of all, the Keeper's House, that's an interesting name for a church. For somebody who is encountering the name or the church or hearing of it for the first time, what does it represent?
Yeah, so when we talk about Keeper's House, we're basically talking about the fact that Jesus is a keeper. He keeps us, and he uses us for his glory and his purpose as well. I mean, that's how the Bible said in Psalm 125 that the Lord is thy keeper. And then when you read the book of John 17 as well, Jesus said to the Father that all the people that you gave unto me, I have kept them, and none is lost. So in the Keeper's House, we harvest souls, and then we keep them in a place. We continue to keep nurturing them, discipling them, and then to keep them in the faith until they actualize their potentials and fulfill their purpose in Christ.
Awesome. Really, really awesome. Now, let's talk about Takeoff. I mean, church conferences in our country isn't really in short supply. So I'm thinking, what went into the thinking and putting together Takeoff, and what really is it about?
All right, Takeoff Conference is actually 10 years. Takeoff was born when the church began as a small conference to bring pastors, church workers together, but has grown over the years. When we say Takeoff, it's just like the aircraft taking off at the tarmac.
Right.
You see how it moves up this way.
Like someone pivoting.
Definitely. So Takeoff, whenever we talk about Takeoff, it's a movement, a purposeful movement from preparation into fruitfulness, preparation into fulfillment. We are talking about a movement from sitting on the pews in the church to serving in the church. So Takeoff is basically a movement from one level to another level. So anytime you hear Takeoff, it's a sign that the people of God are moving from one level to another level.
So do I get it that it's a way the church is using to empower members and non-members of the church?
Definitely. I mean, Takeoff is empowering church leaders, ministers of God, ordinary people, pastors, I mean, everyone that you can think of. And that is why over the years, Takeoff has embraced a wider vision of going beyond the pulpit into the marketplace. So now it's a ministry conference that has extended beyond the walls of the church into the marketplace. So everyone is invited to this program. Everyone qualifies to be here because it doesn't only focus on ministry. It also talks about equipping people to succeed in the marketplace as well.
Awesome. And this year's theme is the blessing of honor and dedication. And I'm wondering if you want to tell us more about why specifically you chose that theme.
Yes, honor and dedication are two very important virtues that people seem that it's getting weakened or disappearing in our days, in our church, in our lives. Today in Ghana, all over the world, let's stick to Ghana. You hear people insulting elderly people. People dishonoring leaders in workplaces, in church, and all of that. But Noella, the truth of the matter is that if Christians and people of God are going to experience the blessings of God and make impact, then we need to deepen this culture and revive it in our lives, the honor and dedication. Don't forget that is when we talk about honor your father and mother, it's the first commandment with a promise that you will live long, it will be well with you as well. So we believe that in our days, we want to experience Jesus. We want to encounter his blessings. Don't forget also that in the Bible, in the book of Mark, the Bible says that Jesus could not do much miracles because he was not honored in his own town. And so whenever honor is not in place, without honor, it will be very difficult for us to experience the mighty works of God in our lives. And as Christians, that is one of the ultimate goals that we seek for. And also, without honor, we can't develop leaders. Without honor creates the culture for people to grow. Honor helps us to develop leaders. It helps families to become stronger and strengthened to make impact in our community.
But you wanna situate that properly in the church context for me, Anna. In the church context, what does it exactly entail?
Okay, so when honor and dedication comes together, when you place honor, when you honor God, God's word, God's instruction, it helps you to dedicate yourself. Now, you place value and then you place worth on God's things. It brings that level of dedication, that level of commitment, so that you wholeheartedly fulfill God's purpose. Because without honor, it will become an eye service. And if you don't have that commitment, you can't do anything meaningful without honor and dedication. So in the church, for you to receive the blessings of God, for you to grow, you need to these virtues so that you have honor for God, honor for God's work. And then when the honor is there, you'll be able to commit yourself wholeheartedly to fulfill God's purpose.
Right. Now, one of the things that really caught my attention with, this upcoming conference is that you're not just limiting the conference to just, preaching, prayer, and worship. I see that you're talking about finance, you're talking about technology, you're talking about marriage, relationships. Obviously, we are in a world that's evolving with time, artificial intelligence and whatnot. What bit about our society today do you think the church really concerns itself with?
Well, I wouldn't limit it to any. It's all encompassing. Our vision as a church, for instance, is to bring healing, transformation, and meaning to the lives of people in society through the good news of Jesus Christ. So God expects us to be the head and not the tail. He expects us to be the light. And so with all these departments of life, it is very important that we equip ourselves in order to excel. Like I said before, Takeoff has extended beyond the walls of the church. And so believers must know how to handle money. We must know how to invest. Without money, we cannot even push the kingdom agenda. Without money, if you're a pastor, you don't have money, you tend to depend on people, use all dubious means to get money from them and all of that. We Christians must know how to marry. We must know how to excel in the workplace. The times and the days whereby believers want to be followers in the workplace must come to an end. We need to rise to the top into policy making, decision making, and all of that. And so Takeoff goes beyond the pulpit. With this year, we have people coming, going to teach us about AI, because AI is the age of the moment. How to use AI to boost productivity for your work and other things. Yesterday, I was trying to do something, and with a click of a button, AI was able to help me.
That's right.
Either to those days, I would have called somebody, please, can I send this file to you to work on it for me?
Probably do a research.
And all of that. And so we need to bring it to the people. We need to bring it closer. But this is things that people pay for.
Right.
And they buy online. But here is the case, the church is bringing somebody to come and educate our data analysis. Imagine church is teaching data analysis. We're talking about AI
that's interesting.
and all of that.
Yeah.
And then we also have, industry giant. We have somebody like the CEO of Piva Beverages and Water. We have Chichi Akubu. I guess you know her.
Yeah,
you know Essential, you know Food, as we normally or popularly know her. We also have Mr. Paul Mante, EcoBank. So he's coming to teach us investment. You know the treasury bill is down.
Yeah.
What do we do now
Yeah.
with the little that we have and all of that? And guess what? We have Elder Dr. Samuel Amu Tobin, also known as Tobinko. All these industry players are coming to share their years of experience, share with us their mistakes and what they have gone through to inspire us, the younger generation, those who are coming up, and then to equip us also to be self-sufficient, as Apostle Paul said, to serve the Lord and make impact. In fact, this world, if you don't have money, your voice does not go far. And for us to be able to make impact in the world we find ourselves, we need to be equipped all around.
I mean, I was having a conversation with a friend some other time. Well, he doesn't go to church, doesn't believe in, I asked him why. Says the modern church does not really speak his language. It's like they preach the word of God, but when it comes to, practicalizing it, it's like just follow the word. It's like follow miracles, but don't do the hard work. Pray for miracles, don't do the hard work type of, conversation. And listening to you, looking at how you're fusing some of these things, finance, talking AI and all, I'm thinking that he's one of those who would probably be watching and think that, yeah, definitely this is something that I can
Noella,
I can enjoy.
I think that friend needs to locate Keeper's House.
Right.
Because Keeper's House, as I'm talking to you, I work in corporate Ghana. I'm a manager in an organization. We embrace lay pastoring. We have pastors who are directors in corporate Ghana, people who work with MPA. I mean, all over, we are scattered all over. Because we don't believe in only spirituality, yes. So in Keeper's House, we say we experience Jesus and we birth ministries. So we work. My wife work. All our pastors, we work.
Yeah.
And then if those who are not even in corporate, they are encouraged to do their own business and all of that. So we believe in practical ministry. Our messages are very practical.
All right. So Takeoff. Who's coming to Takeoff, and is it only organized for members of the church, or anybody at all can just walk in and be a part of Takeoff?
Takeoff is open to the world. We say to the whole Riase. You are invited as well. All your people are invited.
Thank you.
Leaders, church workers, corporate people, everyone is invited. We have the morning sessions. We have the evening session. The morning session focus on the marketplace apostles. And these were the speakers that I mentioned. We have Bernard Owusu-Boateng coming. We have Mr. Paul Mante. We have Piva, Mr. Frank coming. We have Chichi Akubu coming. We have Elder Dr. Tobinko coming. In the evening, that's 9 a.m. in the morning. By 12:30, we are off the scene. In the evening, 6 p.m., we have great ministers of God like Bishop Ediade coming. And you know that he has followed Bishop Dag for many years. So such a person has what it takes to teach us on how to honor and have dedicated service. We have Bishop Curtis Fianu, all the way from Nigeria, is a true son of the late Archbishop Benson Idahosa. And then we also have Reverend Yakoba Obin on the bill. We have Reverend Dr. Ampere Kofi also coming, and yours truly, our General Overseer, Reverend Francis W. Obin, also on the bill. And that starts 6 p.m.
Okay, and what's the venue?
The venue is the Keeper's House Chapel International Testimony Arena, 22 Edmonton Street, Medina Estate. It's going to be a great...
And this is for free?
It's for free. Everything is for free. We're going to create an atmosphere where people can ask questions. I mean, especially the morning session, how they have done. You know, some people are in Ghana, they are making it, but their production is in China.
Right. Yeah.
So
I think during the World Cup, I bought a jersey from a company here. I don't want to, mention their name, but from a company here, and they had to import it from China. So right.
So one of the speakers has his business production from China, not in Ghana. And so such a person is going to teach us how we can be here and also connect with a world out there to do business. So it's going to be a practical session and all of that.
Right.
And also, Noella, we have great ministers, singers, gospel artists on the bill.
Right.
We have somebody like Sisi Beidou who's going to be there.
Exciting.
We have Team Eternity, Defi is going to be there.
Right.
We have Joe Metal also going to be there.
Right.
And then our own record label, the Keepers Music.
Right.
The Keepers Music. You know, Keepers House is the first church in Ghana to record or to register a music record label.
Right.
We're going to be there featuring Tanzi, Nay, and Flora, and it's going to be a super fantastic
Thank you. Thank you so much, Reverend Ebenezer. I would have loved to engage you, more on Takeoff, because I think it's really exciting what time really is working against us. But yeah, we've been engaging Reverend Ebenezer Hamilton, who's a senior associate pastor of the Keepers House Chapel. He's been telling us about the Takeoff, this year's Takeoff. Listen, it's going to be exciting. You want to be a part of it. But yeah, you're still watching the AM show here on the Joy News channel. We still have a lot more for you, so you can stay with us.
It's me, Razak.
Yeah, me now they see. Hey, you do look fresh, oh.
Wait till you see what's inside me. Razak, freshly made inside and out for greater coverage and colors that last longer and beautify your walls, spaces, and places. Razak, no size. Go ahead, buy now. Razak, #1 from Razak Group since 1921.
Hi, now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park.
Welcome to Safari Valley Eco Park.
Our electric shuttle pulled up, and in no time, our tour began. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the Eco Park. We were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through orientation and how to better enjoy the experience. Watch these animals roam freely in their natural habitat undisturbed by our presence. We saw zebras, sable antelope, brown crane, mara, silky chicken, nyalas, Shetland ponies, and so many animals I just couldn't keep up. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Then we took a break to have lunch in this serene environment. All this amazing experience for this price for adults, this price for teenagers. And this for kids. It's a bargain. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before dinner by the campfire. It has been a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait till my next visit.
Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
Finding my dream apartment in just 2 days was a breeze with 7terragh.com. Looking for your next home, the perfect piece of land, or the best commercial property for your business? Are you worried about sending money home for property and finding nothing when you return? Well, worry no more. 7terragh.com is just a platform to find prime lands, perfect properties, or vibrant real estate development at the click of a button. 7terragh.com is your go-to property listing platform that allows you to register, list, rent, buy or sell, and connect with correct agents. With our AI-powered smart search, personalized dashboards, verified agent connection, and interactive property maps, all your property needs have been made easier. Check us out on 7terragh.com or contact us on 0302-998-246 or 0561 032 252. 7terragh.com, powered by MNC Properties.
Presenting the ultimate bragging rights in Vigilante School.
It's that time of the year on the academic calendar. The National Science and Maths Quiz is back and bigger than ever. The nation's brightest minds, the sharpest reflexes, and the question that changes everything. For the first time, over 170 schools enter the arena. More schools, more rivalries. Only one school will lift the trophy and claim the bragging rights of Ghana's champion of science and maths. Who has what it takes? Catch the contest on Joy News, Joy Prime, Joy FM, and across all our digital platforms. Date 20th August to 10th September 2026. The 2026 National Science and Maths Quiz.
That's right. Did you see that? That is me. Without me, that tap would just be decoration.
That's so. So when the water comes, where exactly is it waiting? Pipe. I also didn't see any bedroom no. Me tank. Me na me kura.
At least I move water.
And I keep it safe.
Without me, nothing flows.
What's happening?
I bring the life.
I preserve it.
Hey, why is the water going on and off like this? Maybe I can do it alone.
Maybe I need you too.
Strong, reliable, built for every home.
Syntex pipes and tanks. The perfect
water team. Syntex. Are you strong? Are you tough?
It's admission time for the 2026-27 academic year, and St. Andrew's Group of Schools is calling on all JHS graduates and those who want to rewrite the WASSCE exam. Over the years, St. Andrew's Group of Schools has been the #1 best private school in Ghana, with excellent teaching staff and ultra-modern facilities that provide students with perfect environments for study. Wherever you are, there's a campus waiting for you. Choose your preferred school from the list and start your journey to success today. We are also open for SHS students who wish to change their schools. Here at St. Andrew's Group of Schools, students never fail. St. Andrew's Group of Schools has been absorbed into the free SHS program, offering quality education with free tuition. At St. Andrew's Group of Schools, we say perseverance leads to success.
You're welcome back. It's the AM show. We turn our attention now to beauty, identity, and a practice that continues to raise public health concerns across parts of Africa. And what is it? Well, it's skin bleaching. The DJ Foundation here in Ghana has taken on that conversation through its Black Beauty campaign, encouraging people to embrace their natural skin tones while raising awareness about the potential health implications of skin bleaching. And the foundation has also taken that advocacy into pageantry, recently holding its first Black Beauty pageantry in Cape Coast to celebrate melanin and natural beauty. And joining us this morning are Charlotte Edumante, who's a senior staff nurse in Chufu Hemang Lower Dentra, and also Selena Arthur Amwabing, who is an administrative staff at UCC, and Dora Jones Yedu. I'm hoping I haven't, murdered. Dora Jones Yedu.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's the Deputy Director, Nursing and Midwifery Services, Cape Coast Metro. But tell me who is who, so that I know who's Dora.
I'm Dora Jones.
Okay, you're Dora. Okay.
Dora Jones is a compound name.
Okay, Dora Jones. Yeah. Okay, and who's Charlotte?
I am Charlotte.
You're Charlotte. Yeah. Oh, you really look like a Charlotte. And
Selena.
Selena. Nice to meet you, ladies. Nice and look, you can tell. Look at your colors, like really, really dark and beautiful. You know, black is really, really beautiful. You're welcome to Joy News.
Thank you.
Awesome. So I want us to start with the campaign, you know, itself. This campaign you're doing about encouraging people to love their natural skin tones. What really necessitated, you know, DJ Foundation coming together to say that, look, we have to treat this? Was it a research you did? How did you get there?
Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, so I'm into public health, and I had the privilege of being an acting district director of health services in the Agona East District. And because I'm naturally passionate about adolescent health, I visited the schools, and I saw a student in one of the secondary schools who was wearing a jacket. She didn't look so well. And I asked why she was in a jacket, and I was told that she had bleached her skin and it had a lot of wounds. And so I visited another secondary school, and I saw a lot, including males, the boys in the school, bleaching their skin, a lot of them. And so I said, I'm going to do a research, something about it. And so I researched into why I wanted to access why they were bleaching their skin. Yeah.
And what did you find?
Yeah, when we did the research, the sample size had 62% females, and then the rest were males. That's 38%. Yeah, overall, 42% of the students had bleached their skin. And out of this 42%, 74% were females and 26% were males. And
go ahead.
And I thought that was significant.
Yeah.
A whopping 42% of students bleaching, out of which 74% were females, and then 26% males.
And this research you did, which area did you conduct this research?
Yeah, so our unit of reference is the Namawura Day Senior High School in Agona East District.
So if I get, you know, the findings of your research, what it means is that it's really, skin bleaching is really prevalent amongst the youth.
Yes, the secondary students, especially at the Namawura Secondary School. It's a day school, day secondary school in Agona East. Yeah.
And what were some of the reasons they gave as to why they would want to, you know, bleach their skin?
Yeah, in fact, first of all, our alternative hypothesis was that those of low socioeconomic background, they were practicing it. By the end of the research, we saw that we couldn't reject the null because there weren't significant data to show that it was those of low socioeconomic status. So when we asked, they said that they felt they were more attractive. The lady said guys approached them more because they were fair. Yeah, and some of them also said that their parents bought them the creams because their parents thought that made them more appealing, and different reasons.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. We're going to talk more about this research because I'm really interested in the findings, especially the kind of products. In fact, let's have that conversation. I'm going to come to you shortly. But I mean, again, what kind of products were they using? Were they safe? I mean, take us through that.
Yeah, so we have some of them using natural products, and some were also using synthetic products.
So when you say natural products, let me understand.
Yes, non-synthetic, like they use the black soap, alatasemina, and they squeeze lime juice or lemon juice in it, smear their body, and wait for like 30 minutes before going to bath. Some also will smear milk, and some used, how they call it, fresh tomatoes. Yeah, all kinds of natural agents.
Wow.
Yeah. You see, these are natural, but they weren't meant for the purpose of bleaching.
The purposes of what they're using it for, right?
Yes, so it had side effects. And then some of the synthetic ones, some use some topical creams, highly concentrated in hydroquinone. Ideally, according to Food and Drugs Board, the percentage of concentration shouldn't be more than 2%, but some were using concentration of 4%. And so forth. Yes, because they saw that I had a way of wiping away melanin. We are actually celebrating melanin, that pigment that makes us dark in Africa.
And I mean, I'm looking at you, your skin, you're dark, it's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, all three of you. But let me come to you, Charlotte and Selena. we're going to get into why you're wearing tiaras pretty shortly. But you're ladies with dark skin. I think I also have some sort of dark skin.
Look at you.
But how does it feel to be a woman, you know, with this kind of color tone? How does it feel living with your color tone? Is it any different from like someone who is maybe lighter than you are in terms of experiences? Let me start with you, Selena.
Okay, I wouldn't say there is any speciality. It's all about loving your color, who you are. Bleaching doesn't make you beautiful. It's about the beauty in you is about your character, your skill, and the knowledge you acquire. So I'll say fair is beautiful, dark is beautiful too. So I wouldn't say there is any speciality. Yeah, but I am proud to be black because black is beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, that is what I will say.
Yeah, I also feel special having this dark skin because even when the sun is scorchy, I am still the same. There's nothing changing about me.
But I mean, have you found yourself in a situation where you are maybe in a competition work-wise with somebody who is lighter than you and felt like that person was given an advantage over you because of your skin color? Have you guys had that kind of those kind of experiences?
Well, I haven't met such an issue before, but it was during senior high school. You can see that the fair people were selected more. Yes, but that didn't change anything about me.
Right. And how are you, Selena?
Okay, I can't remember way back in secondary school. I think my village, my father's place, they were having a local drama. And then you could see I could play well, but because of the dark skin color I had, they were like, no, we need a fair lady to come and take the lead role. Actually, I was kind of pissed, but I just have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, have you guys ever been curious to find out why, as a society, we're like that? That, you know, I'm going to come to you. I see that you're murmuring a lot, but I really want to get, I really want to engage, you know, Charlotte and Selena. You know, as a society, you may be confident. You may be really confident in your skin and really love your skin and be proud about it and whatnot. But you go for a competition, you go somewhere, and it's like they're favoring people, white people or fair people, over you, the black or the dark one. Why do you think that as a society we think like that? Have you ever been curious about finding out why we seem to think like that?
Yes. I used to ask myself that question a lot. Why is it that there are always fair people being selected for adverts and all that? And then I felt like colonialism is part of it. The whites came in. They made us feel like being fair is superior over everything. If you are dark, it means you are dirty.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's the findings that I did. That is what I was.
You came up with, and I see that you were murmuring. What did you want to say, Dora?
Oh, it's similar to what she's saying. We are saying that all this came about as a result of colonialism,
right?
Where we were made to feel that whatsoever is dark is associated with the devil, or was inferior, or was ugly. And whatsoever was fair was superior, associated with God.
Right.
Yeah, and was the main thing to look out for. Yeah, so this mentality entered some of us, and it made us to feel insecure in our color. And yeah, we thought that we also wanted to feel important or feel superior. So then we must be.
You know, this is a very important conversation. I actually want to engage you guys more, but my director keeps, you know, yelling in my ear. So I've seen that you've been able to take your advocacy into pageantry, where you're promoting beauty, and I think that's a really laudable idea. But really, what's next? What are we doing, you know, as part of this campaign and advocacy?
Okay, so because we did the research in the secondary school, we have put a plan to reach all secondary schools, starting from our Jerusalem, which is the central region. And even the whole of last week, we were into several schools, especially in Agona East and West, and educating the students as well as the administrators on loving their natural skin tone. We said we are celebrating melanin. that chemical, which is an antioxidant that God gave us free of charge, is there to protect us against the harsh rays in our environment that could give us some chronic conditions like diabetes, hypertension, and the rest. But if we maintain our own skin color, it's a kind of immunity we are building against.
Right. So let me understand. This is strictly for people with dark skin tones. Someone like me, I can't feature.
Well, we are promoting natural skin tone.
Right.
And we are saying whether you are fair, you are dark, it's all beautiful.
Okay.
But we are focusing on the dark skin because they are more liable to bleach their skin.
Right, right. I get it. So is there any support you will need to, forge on with your campaign? Who wants to get that? I see everyone is trying to say
I've talked a lot. Okay, but actually this is it. So far, a lot of people have given us the moral support. We've written proposals out. And I must say here that our Regional Director of Health and the Regional Director of Education, they are really behind us. And the Central Regional Council, House of Chiefs, they have given us every moral support and they tell us they are praying for us. But then going to the schools require money. And we want to take it to the whole of Ghana. So
so appeal to the necessary people.
So I want to take this platform to speak to health partners. We want to speak to health partners. Please appreciate that skin bleaching is now an issue of public health concern because apart from topical skin diseases, it can also lead to chronic systemic conditions. So we are looking up to companies like water companies because we have been telling people that drinking good water also can naturally beautify your skin. So we are calling on the general public. Let me stop here. Maybe my colleagues will also want to add on.
Charlotte, and quickly, we have to go. Any last words?
Yeah, as Auntie Dora was saying, we still talk about the general public sponsoring us financially, morally, everything. The parents themselves, the youth themselves also advise themselves concerning. I think they should send the education more to their fellow colleagues, and then parents should advise their kids. On skin building.
Thank you so much. I didn't get the opportunity to ask why you were in tiaras. So obviously, they partook in the pageantry, and I'm guessing we have the winner here.
Yes.
Who's the winner?
I am.
Oh, you really? Oh, wow. And you're the runner-up, I guess. Awesome. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
So we've been having a very important conversation with these beautiful ladies. Charlotte Edumante, who's a senior staff nurse in Chifo, Hemang Lowa Dentra, and Selena Arthur Moabing, administrative staff, UCC, Dora Jones Yedu, who's Deputy Director, Nursing and Midwifery Services in Cape Coast Metro. And we've been talking about how to love your skin, especially if you're dark, how to know that, it's melanin pigmented and it's beautiful. So do not bleach it, all right, with any natural or, terrible products, and just mess up your skin tone. You're still watching the AM show. Pretty shortly, we'll be taking you over somewhere. I'm going to be telling you all about it pretty shortly. But this morning, the Environmental Protection Authority has taken its public awareness campaign on Ghana's, impending ban on polystyrene products to the Ashanti regional capital in Kumasi. But let's take a quick breather. When we come back, I'm going to be telling you more about this.
This August, the Super Morning Show is done pretending. Sustainability isn't just tree planting, it's whether the systems we depend on actually last. Lights that stay on, water that reaches the bucket, food that nourishes people instead of rotting away, roads that take us home instead of taking our lives. When things keep failing, that's a sustainability crisis. So this month, we're asking why. Why land guards still run our neighborhoods? Why food rots in bins while our neighbors sleep hungry? Why the road that killed your cousin still has no signage?
while half the water you pay for never reaches your bucket. Uncomfortable? Good. That's the point. Stay tuned to the Super Morning Show throughout August for Joy Sustainability Month. Sponsored by MTN and Momo.
The pressure is on, the clock is ticking, and everything is riding on one dish. Season 5 brings you tougher challenges, sharper judges, and the most fearless young chefs Ghana has ever seen before. One will sweat, one will cry, and one will lift up that trophy. Who's got what it takes? This is where the next generation of great chefs get their start, and this season, they are not holding back. So pull up a seat, or grab a popcorn, or better still, join us in the kitchen. Big Chef Junior Season 5 shows every Sunday at 4 p.m. only on Joy Prime. Now let's see what these kids are really made of.
Big Chef Junior Season 5 is proudly brought to you by Frital Vegetable Oil. You deserve a life of goodness. Fortune Spread. Yummy delicious, always on point. Gino truly cares. Didi Shito, Efia Dienye, Sankofa Natural Spices. No salt, no MSG, no preservatives. Genie Mayonnaise Premium, Ghana's best-selling mayonnaise. Left Signature, driving progress through technology and engineering excellence. Wisdom Salt, bringing food to life.
Corporate Ghana, are you ready? The biggest gathering of Corporate Ghana is back. It's time for the Joy Sports Invitational 2026, where competition meets networking, fun meets fitness, and champions are made. Battle it out in football. Take your shot in the thrilling CEO penalty shootout. Test your speed in alignment spoon race. Laugh your way through the unisex sack race. Pull together in the tag of peace. Show your accuracy in the female penalty shootout. Flex your strength in the arm wrestling and enjoy many more exciting activities. Join us on Saturday, 29th August 2026 at the University of Ghana Stadium. We kick off the day with a high-energy aerobic session from 6 a.m. So come early, warm up, and get ready for an unforgettable day. Ready to register? Call or WhatsApp Slevin on 0242-376445. The 2026 Joy Sports Invitational Tournament is powered by The Luckiest. Luck is everywhere for everyone. And proudly sponsored by Toyota Ghana, superior quality. Ayuda, Ghana's #1 services app. Abaco Services Bibri. Minerals Commission, the regulator of the mining industry in Ghana. Latex Foam, your partner for life. Virtual Security Africa, security for all. And Valex Lease Equip Limited, copier leasing, renting, and maintenance service.
You're still live on the AM show on the Joy News channel with Noella, Kharyne, Yalley, and my, on-screen better half.
I like that. I actually like that.
Right. So this morning, the Environmental Protection Authority has taken its public awareness campaign on Ghana's impending ban on polystyrene products to the Ashanti Regional Capital, Kumasi. Now, we're just months to the January 2027 implementation. the authorities stepping up public education and why the ban is necessary, the alternatives available, and what businesses and consumers must do to prepare. And so the campaign is being driven through roadshows, media and market engagement, as well as social media outreach. And today's Kumasi event is the authorities' second major public awareness launch, targeting the Middle Belt following the national campaign launch at Makola in Accra. And here are sights and sounds from today's ongoing roadshow in Kumasi. When we come back, I'd love for you to have your say on the show. Some of the topical stories that we talked about on the show and treated on the show today, I'd love to know what your opinion of them are. And so we'll be activating the phone lines for you to share your thoughts with us. So get ready for that while you take a look at this.
Yeah, so that's what's happening on the streets of Kumasi. I'm so looking forward to that discussion. And the Environmental Protection Authority is bringing the Kumasi experience to the Ashanti region. And it's happening 26th today to tomorrow, 27th, as part of its public education campaign on the national ban on specified polystyrene products, now commonly known as styrofoam. The ban covering specified products include takeaway, the usual takeaway, Indomie takeaway packs, and packaging materials. It's taking effect on the 1st of January of next year, 2027. And today, the EPA has indeed held a float, which you saw. And following this float will be an outreach at Kejetia Market. And that is pretty much has started at this time. And then tomorrow, there's going to be an EPA clinic, which will run from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Edum, at Asafo, Labour at Kejetia, and Kumasi City Mall. Now, EPA in focus will follow right after at 5 p.m. at Longford Royal Centre. And you can join the EPA, get informed, and make the switch to environmentally friendly alternatives. EPA, protecting the environment, our collective responsibility. That's very important. So, Noella, your favorite Indomie pack is going to be out.
Yeah, it should. It should be out. It's not good for our health.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm particularly happy that the EPA is embarking on this awareness campaign.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people aren't actually aware.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
just yesterday I was trying to get food, rice and stew, you know, from just across the street. And the vendor, he wasn't aware.
She was not aware that come January, she will not have access to it. Yeah, I think the public campaign is important.
Yeah. I thought we could still, you know, have some time to engage our viewers.
We'll be on the
but
streets. Hopefully,
unfortunately,
the course of the week, we'll try and be on the streets and get your
Yeah.
thoughts on what you think about it. You get ready. Get ready. It's very important.
But today has been good, hasn't it?
Really good. Really good. First time both of us doing it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I hope you loved it too, watching in the house.
Yeah.
They did. They did love it. Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for the AM show. It's been an exciting, really thrilling ride on the show.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed myself sitting in for MFR. Hopefully Monday she comes in and, you know, takes back her seat. But yeah, you should log on to myjoyonline.com for more of our local and international stories. My name is Noella, Kharyne Yalley.
And I'm Razak Musbau, and we'll have a big contest in the National Science and Maths Quiz happening just some minutes from now. It's a big contest, and we'll tell you more about it. Stay with us.